Good day, everyone! Hello. My name is Vahid. I am the Dungeon Master for Dice Legenz. Welcome to the show. Great to have you with us. So, Dice Legenz, we are a Dungeons & Dragons show. We have a great adventure in store for us today. Our adventure takes place in a grand walled city called Aratai, where the forces of darkness are on the rise, and it's up to 4 humble town guards, played by our cast of excellent actors, to try to thwart it. Hey, so let's hear from our cast members, and let's start. Oh my goodness, what the heck are you guys doing? Let's start with you,
Hi
Raylene.
everybody. My name is Raylene, and I play Ha-Kapella, who is a level 4 dwarf bard.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Hello. My name is Ronnie, and I play Lona. You know, I'm a wizard and a human, but more of a wizard. No, not anymore. I'm a sorcerer now.
But
That's right. You're a
revelation.
sorcerer now.
Yeah.
Which means the graphics that say wizard are wrong.
Ignore those.
Oh my gosh. Hello, I'm Truby, and I play a level 4 human fighter called Sully.
Woo.
He is still a fighter. Nothing about him has changed.
No character
He is
development.
constant.
And you'll notice that,
Oh my god.
where's Monique?
She's Nimrod.
Oh no, where's Nimrod? Oh no.
We actually legitimately don't know. we don't know.
She's vanished.
But you know what we're gonna do right now? We are going to roll the titles. Okie dokie, and we're back. So, okay, so we're about to go into episode 13.
That's an unlucky number. I just
Lucky
realized.
13.
Unlucky or lucky?
It rhymes with Mortin. Oh!
No, 14 rhymes with more 10.
Okay.
And 13.
Oh, 15.
Oh, no, they all do.
13.
Yeah.
So, but I think we need to have a reminder of what happened in the last episode.
See, this is why Mon's not here.
She
because she
purposely skipped it
wanted
out.
to dodge doing the recap.
It's her turn.
No, I have to do it. Which I'm happy about it.
Okay.
Sorry, Vahid, you were saying.
So you're gonna do it, so I'm gonna count you
Yeah.
down for the music. Are we ready, music team? In 3, 2, 1.
Last time on Dice Legends, we were in the bowels of the palace, locked up in jail. Oh no, it's all gone so bad. And what's this? Azamat has contracted a little guy called the Spiderling, Mavrius, to come save us. He teleports into the middle of the prison. There we are, confused. The Queen, meanwhile, is asking us to go to the south and fetch the Sword of Aratai from the Southern Kingdom for her. We're unsure about whether we do this or not, but Mavrius is like, come on, jump into this portal, I'm gonna get you out of here. We teleport over to Azamat's tower. But what's this? Mortine's already there and he's banging on the door and he's gonna come get us. Mavrius helps us zipline out of the window. Sully goes last and unfortunately falls off the roof in doing so. He is rescued with a team effort. They are smuggled out of Aratai in a caravanserai. They sleep in the ruins of an old castle type thing. Voices start beckoning them into the ruins. Sully goes right under and turns on his team in Nimrod. And then she packs a real big Sam.
Man, this guy's the king of the
Is the-
Take all of it. Please take this crown. I need this crown too.
Oh, crowns are
And here's the I'll throw
Okay,
one.
oh, thank you.
And here's your pet. Your
Oh, a
fluffy pet.
cookie!
Yeah.
Yes. Good. Hello, good boy. Good boy. All right, run along.
Hey, so last week we had Mythomatic with us,
Yeah.
who, as a special guest, playing the Spiderling Mavrius, and he's not here, but we really enjoyed the session with him.
He's awesome.
He is awesome.
Yeah.
So if you haven't gone over to Spellwind yet, to his channel, and followed, then now's the time to do it. Hey, so guys, is there anything that you want to add, embellish, correct?
Absolutely not. I mean, this is. I'm just talking.
I wondered. I'm gonna say this before I'm in character. But because I say this to you two more so because I think your characters might be more interested in this. But we were just in a ruins, which probably means there's loot in there.
Yes, I was thinking.
Oh, okay, cool. Because I don't think Sully's particularly loot-minded at the moment. So yeah, just making sure. As an old D&D player to a new, and just yeah.
All
I
right.
just want us to run into a mimic. I learned that today.
Right,
Not today.
Lee.
I learned it like the other week. Someone in the chat did it, and I'm like, "Ooh, what's a mimic?" I looked it up. I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, mimic."
Yeah.
And now I'm scared. But, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, this,
Hey, so are we ready to get into it?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah.
Tahi, Rua, Toru, and we're in. Okay, so if you remember last time, after you vanquished in the ruins of Kaif, you vanquished the spectral forms, sent them packing. You then went down back to the camp. The caravan leader, the woman was really guilt-ridden that she had stopped there and led you into this place. And one of your members, one of them had died. And so the decision had been to move to the next town and to bury the dead and to take a leisurely time the next day. So what has happened is you've gone to the town, you've slept at a caravanserai, and Ha-Kapella,
Yes.
when you wake up in the morning, there is a note.
Oh. Oh. Okay. All right. Well, hang on. Let me just. Oh, Bok, where are you? Oh. That's just Lona making them. It's his snores. His weird snores. What's this? It's Nimrod. Gone to wash my gloves. Be back when they are clean. Huh. That makes sense. I can't see Nimrod anywhere, so I guess that's where she is. But wait a second. She wasn't looking too good last time. And Ha-Kapella putters over to wherever Sully is. She rolls over and goes, "Sully, you awake?
Yes.
Have you seen Nimrod?
No.
How was she after, the whole kerfuffle from yesterday?"
She looked upset.
Yeah. She all right?
I don't know.
Well, I got this note from her.
Oh,
I'm
she left
sure.
you a note.
Yeah, she left me a note. I know it was really tough, you listening to the evil voice and whatnot, so she must have been really hurt, but hey, she'll come around to it. Don't worry, she's still your friend, all right? You okay? You feeling all right about it?
I'm sure we'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine. All right, what time is it? Is it?
It is early morning.
All right.
The sun is up. Caravanserais aren't particularly comfortable places to sleep in. Lona's asleep. You other two are awake. Nimrod's possessions are still there,
All right.
but it's clear that her bed has been left and she's gone out. All right, what's your plan, team?
Well, I'm worried about Nimrod. I want to trust that she's just washing her gloves, so I'll just let her be for a bit. She might need some time. In the meantime, I have to prioritize food. I don't care what we need to do today. I need food. So I'm going to sniff like a pig. Sniff like a pig. And see if I can find anything. I will steal food if I have to.
Okay, excellent. Thank you.
Sully's just doing his normal morning thing. He's brushing out his hair and he's shining his spearheads and making sure his armor looks nice.
Okay.
As I'm looking for food, I'm holding on to the God of War amulet
All right.
that I've got.
Okay. You spent enough time acclimatizing yourself to it. I will
I'm
just
so
tell you what its
wondering.
mechanics
I'm just
are.
wondering, what is this?
When it has some arcane power in it. And when you call on it, when you recite a certain phrase, it provides protection against forces of evil.
All right.
for a period of time. It can only do it one time a day, but it lasts for a number of minutes, and you feel a glow of warmth when it is activated. Okay, guys, what are you doing?
And we're currently in a town.
You're in a town,
So
yep.
Outside it, yep. So, without any interest in going near that town, Sully is going to start making preparations to work on the armor that he's taken from Turan.
Okay. All right, thanks. You're in the town of Isolman.
Isoman.
Isolman, yep.
Lona wakes up slowly. And the first thing on his mind is he's wanting to know how we're going to get from here to where we need to go. So he's going to wander around and inquire,
Okay.
make some friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can answer that first of all. The caravan is taking a break today, but it will continue moving down towards Muntia. So you can do that if you want, but also there are horses. If you guys want to purchase horses and travel by yourself, you're welcome to try that as well.
I'm going to look at this map.
Yep, go for it.
Thank you.
It's a pretty map.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to say it's a good idea to steal things, but well done, Lona.
Yeah, I really can't encourage this, but I can't deny how helpful it is. Okay. Still a long way to Muntia.
How many days do you reckon we'll be in there? 5 days?
5.
Yeah, 5 days.
Looks like 5. And I don't know that we can eliminate the possibility of danger on the road, but being on our own would stop us from being subject to other people's decisions. Like, I could go either way, honestly. I think there is safety in being with other people there.
Yes, absolutely. You don't want to be outnumbered by bandits.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
Well, as long as we're not pausing to camp by some sort of haunted castle.
Exactly.
You know, yeah. Let's keep an eye out for those haunted
How many
homes.
more can there be?
I mean, hey, I've never been this far out before, so,
Yeah.
well, I'm happy to stick with the group.
Okay, so look, you're sticking with the group, you've got some food, you've examined the map, the morning's passing, Nimrod still hasn't returned, so how are you guys wanting to spend your day?
Oh, it's taking a long time for Nimrod to come back from washing her gloves. Do you think we should look for her?
Tell us to wait.
She said she'd be back.
Well, when you guys can make a decision, I'm off to play some Hatia with some of my friends that I made in the caravan. See if I can earn some coins back.
All right, okay, you're gonna go play some games? Yeah.
I'm gonna play some games.
If you are planning on going to the ruins, when would you do that?
Well, Sully would not.
I see, that's why you're not mentioning it.
I was thinking maybe I would, because I'm wondering if Nimrod went back there. Because it's been a while since this note has... It doesn't take hours to wash your gloves, so I'm starting to get really worried about Nimrod, and I'm considering purchasing a horse and going out there, but I don't want to go by myself, so maybe I'll just confide, hey Sully, hey Lona, I know you really want to play a game, and hey, we can play. You can teach me sometimes. Maybe we can have some good old bets and gambling. We can gamble some biscuits and food.
What do you?
Yeah.
But
hey,
I was talking more
What's
money.
that look in your eyes, Lona? You look...
Well, I was just thinking about all the money I could be making right now. But
hey, we can put money on it. I've got some copper pieces.
all right, you got me.
All right,
Yeah.
but I'm just really worried about Nimrod. And
Oh, right.
she hasn't been back, and it's not like her to just disappear without saying anything. A note, really?
Maybe she, found the guy from the caravan. No.
Okay, Nimrod's got standards. She's not you.
All right.
You would just go for anybody.
That is true. 2-legged, 4-legged. I'll take it.
I'm not even going to ask what that means.
Hey, I'm thinking of just borrowing or hiring or renting a horse? Hiring a horse. And I'm just gonna backtrack all the way back to those ruins. I think it's safe, and hey,
Yeah.
if you come with me, maybe we can find something. Hey,
Yeah.
I'd come with you.
Really, Sully?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You sure?
yeah, for certain.
All right, just don't stab me. Too soon? All right, too soon.
You can save your money. I can go borrow a horse for you.
I mean, we're not town guards here.
True.
Just don't let Sully.
But we're still good, honest people, right?
Yeah,
We'll return it.
we're so
We'll come
good.
back, right?
I'm gonna borrow.
You're in a caravanserai with a group of people that have a lot of horses.
Yes, I'm gonna purchase. Well, I'm gonna borrow.
You can borrow their horses. It's
Yeah.
no big deal.
Oh, thank God.
All right,
Thank Lord.
You've made friends. You've saved the lives of all these people.
True.
They're very happy for you to borrow some horses.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks.
So, by mid-morning, 10 o'clock, something like that, she still hasn't returned. You're on your horses,
I'm going back.
and
Yep.
you're riding back to the ruins.
For sure.
The poor weather of yesterday is much nicer.
Oh.
It is blown over, and it's sunny and warm. Not a really hot day. You leave Isilman, right?
Yes.
You leave Isilman and head towards the ruins of Kaith. Arriving there much faster than in the caravan, about midday-ish. The ruins don't seem nearly as imposing in the middle of noon,
Wow.
middle of the day.
This place looks a lot less creepier.
It's almost like we could refurbish it and make it into a real castle again.
Nope.
No funny voices? Nope.
Nope.
All right. Let's go in. Let's park these horses. Is there a tree anywhere? Yeah. Parallel park these horses. All right, back, girl, back. Oh, no, front. All right, okay. I need to do a
You're
three-point turn.
good, you're good,
Yeah.
you're good, you're good.
Beep, beep. And we park.
Yes.
Love it.
Sally can't help but shudder to be back here. Oh, God.
Yes, it does still feel odd. So tell me what your plans are. There's still, there's still the blood on the floor of the place. There's still the signs of last night's death and destruction. What are your plans?
That's disgusting. I'm gonna... Nimrod! Nimrod!
Yeah. Let everybody know that we're here.
Well, I hope she hears it. Nimrod, you here?
Here, Nimrod. You there?
No reply.
Oh, well, she's not here. Let's go back now.
Wait, hang on. There might be some really cool stuff here. It's a ruin, man. How often do you get to go to ruins? How often do you get to go to ruins?
I live in ruin.
Oh. Well, you'll feel right at home here. Let's walk.
Okay.
Come on.
Does this place look like it was like a fortification
Yes.
or a castle? Or... Okay.
This. Make a history roll for me if you want.
Okay.
Because actually, you'd have probably the best chance of knowing.
Right.
14. 20! Natural! You live in ruin? Oh.
Okay.
14.
It's a 6 from me.
Now, so
Well, that's
so,
a twist.
Lona,
Yes.
when you were going past it, you didn't know what its name was. You just knew it as a ruin. You didn't know, but subsequently, finding out it's called the ruins of Kaith, you'd know about Kaith. Kaith was a powerful fortress of the nation of Aratai. And an important fortification in the many wars that waged between Muntia in the south and Aratai in the north. But some hundreds of years ago, the lord that was in charge of the fortress betrayed Aratai, siding with Muntia, and Aratai destroyed them and cursed. The king of Aratai had the lord and all of the officers cursed. And ever since then, people in the area have said that it is a haunted space.
I don't think, I'm wondering, how do I say this? I actually know a bit about this place.
Oh, well, then please do tell.
To keep it short, it's not a good place for us to be at any time. It's legend has it, it's quite cursed.
Oh, you're starting to sound like Spiderling.
Well, I mean, surely we've seen enough evidence to know that this place ain't good. Look, if you wanna search this place, I'll help you if it will make it go faster.
Yeah. Can we please?
Yeah.
Come on, it's kind of exciting, right? It's like a little outing.
Perception rolls, everyone.
Come on, Bog, let's go. Fire out.
13!
8.
Oh!
20!
Nice.
Okay.
So that's 24. But it's good.
Excellent. As you enter
Makes sense on my 8.
this, let's take these guys off. As you enter the grand hall, you can definitely feel the mood change. And you can feel, I don't know, it's cold in here.
Ooh.
And as you enter, seeing the remains of the battle of the previous night still staining the cobblestones.
Ew.
And the wind, which was warmer outside, just feels colder.
Oh.
Sully, you hear some movement from upstairs.
Just me, or is it a bit chilly in here, huh?
Lona, you got a 14, right?
13 plus 2, 15.
15. You also hear some movement from upstairs as well.
You heard that.
I did.
And Raylene,
I got an 8.
it's chilly in
It's
here.
chilly.
Yeah.
Hey, you got an extra like layer on you? Yeah.
There's someone here.
Yeah.
It's Nimrod.
It doesn't sound like Nimrod.
Are you
Does
sure?
it sound like a? Does it sound like? Is it like a big scurry or a little scurry? Are we talking like rat
Quiet.
or?
Quiet noises. Just a little an echo.
Someone's here.
What if it was one of those guys from yesterday?
Yeah, we might not have cleaned up, as it were.
Well then, shall we
At that
clean
moment,
up?
Lorna's appears.
Yes.
All right, but if it's Nimrod, you gotta keep an eye out, all right?
Yeah, for sure.
Right. Ooh, how exciting.
What are you gonna do?
Start moving towards the
it.
sound.
Yes.
So there's some stairs on the end of at the end of this hall that go up, double back, and look like they go upstairs. A lot of this fort is ruin. So this looks like really the only way to get up.
All right. Upstairs we go.
Okay, show me the order that you're moving in.
Sully drifts towards the front.
I'm in the middle.
Sweet. I'll go
Okay.
back.
All right. Charging, sneaking, walking blindly. Describe yourself.
With caution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't necessarily know that we're here, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lorna's keeping an eye on the back.
Okay.
And I'm back
Keeping an eye on the back. Hit me with a perception roll then, buddy. And everyone can make a stealth roll.
16 plus 2, 18.
11 for stealth.
7. Oh, stealth.
And stealth roll, buddy.
Stealth roll.
Oh, 7 plus 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13.
Good at stealth.
Yeah.
2 plus 4. 6.
Okay, excellent. I love it when you get mediocre rolls. You start walking up the stairs. Sully, you're doing pretty well. Keeping to the side, looking around. Lona, there's nothing behind you. You don't see anything behind you as you go along, looking up. And then Raylene, Ha-Kapella, as you're looking up, you step on a loose flagstone of the step, and it goes as you adjust your weight, and you hear a
Oh, Nimrod's got a sore throat.
from above you.
Okay. Yeah, we keep treading upstairs.
You
Yeah.
tread up the stairs.
Yep. I'm gonna have my battle axe out.
Yeah, they might know we're here.
Okay.
The
Keep walking.
I really hope it is Nimrod.
the
Please let it be a Nimrod.
Please let it be Nimrod.
You reach upstairs.
Oh.
There are. Let's double layer those. Actually, we're gonna do this. Can you lift that off, please?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, and put that one down again.
Oh.
If you put yourselves on those stairs, please.
Sully, me, and
We're just gonna move everything.
You see it?
bit closer.
Closer.
Bit closer.
Bit closer. Perfect. That's the shot.
That's it.
There is
What mood am I in right now? I've had boba today.
there's a room in front of you
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
with a big gap in the floor. And a room actually, let's use these ones. Okay, that'll do for now. There's a room in front of you, Sully. As you get to the top of the stairs, you definitely saw in this opening here a little shadow kind of flit in and out. It's completely broken in between with a fall down to the level below, and the wall is completely gone on this side as well.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of indicate to the two. Like I'm just like,
Pointing over. Okay.
and he continues into
Sorry.
this space.
Okay, move yourself.
Okay, cool. How large does this gap?
Well, the gap is, it's about a 5 foot gap,
Okay, great.
What's that in?
2 meters.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
And what's the condition of this bookcase?
This bookcase is just meant to be random detritus, random rubbish.
Okay.
Detritus.
That's a new word for the day, is it?
Yeah, I'm gonna call my kid detritus.
Detritus.
Let's just put
Sounds great.
He did try this.
some
Did you detritus?
more
did
random rubbish.
really good.
Okay,
Detritus.
I did try this yesterday.
you're next, Raylene.
All
You're
right.
next. What are you doing, buddy?
I follow Sully. Toop, toop, doo, doo, doo. And I'm going up. I didn't see anything, but
No.
I'm getting ready to perhaps jump across that thing.
Okay, thank you, Lona.
Yep. I follow up behind, slowly but cautiously. 2, 3.
What's your passive perception?
Passive is 14.
Something flits below. Something flits below you, moving fast.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
And Lona,
Oh no.
you are aware that something. I know in the screen on the TV on the TV screen you probably can't see this, but
Oh.
these two spectral forms exactly. Remember Nimrod chased some away.
Yes. They're not
You won
dead.
one. If you remember,
I killed
the
one.
big one was destroyed. You killed a second one, but there were 4 of them.
Yeah.
2 of them fled, and now
Hey.
have returned.
Well, that's fun, isn't it?
We are. I am going to actually give them advantage.
Yeah, right.
So, this one here speaks first and says, "You disturb us again,
Oh,
but the powerful one is not here. We will feed on your soul."
did you hear that? You're not the powerful one, Lona.
And
He's gonna feel my power real soon.
and this one behind doesn't mince words, just jumps up. 1, 2, 3 for Ha-Kapella. 4, 5, 6 for Lona. Lona turns for you a sword, and it's spectral. It's not a skeleton, it's more spectral. Swings for you. The first one gets a 24.
Yeah, that's a hit.
And the second one gets a 6.
Oh, yeah.
And there's nothing spectral feeling about the sword, I tell you that.
Yikes.
3.
Oh, thank you.
Lucky.
Thank you.
And Ha-Kapella, you're on.
All right. Oh, well, because I just got acquainted with my God of War amulet, do I know the phrase that I have to
Yes.
say?
Ooh.
All right, the phrase is...
The phrase is, bring hither the light.
Ooh, that came to me in a dream. All right, I hold on, my hand goes onto the God of War amulet, and as I bring hither the light, and suddenly,
You feel a glow.
oh, I'm so warm now. Cool, and I have both hands onto the battle axe and swing for
Go for
this
it.
one. Vroom.
Can someone turn her around for me, please?
Yes.
Ooh, ooh. 2 plus
It's not gonna
4.
hit. You missed. Lona.
Luna turns around and fire bolts him. With a 10 plus a 6, 16.
Yes, there
Yes.
we go.
Plus 6. Ooh.
Roll damage.
Oh, damage is
D10.
D10, baby.
Firebolt, wasn't it?
Firebolt's always a D10.
Oh!
Is that a 9?
That's a 9.
9!
Youchies! Okay. Yeah, it burns into it. Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get him.
Yep. Sully jumps over this. Hoo-ha! And
right.
then he lunges forward with his spear.
Okay.
Great. That is a 14? Yeah, it's a 14.
14. Sorry, I'm just going to consult again because I haven't actually written it down.
Book. Men,
Sorry.
men,
So sorry, so sorry.
Manuel.
Is what you needed.
Oh, nice.
Take
Sure,
that. Hey,
sure.
he
Getting
finished
serious.
sharpening his spear.
Yeah, roll the damage.
Stab. Great. It is. Oh, that's pretty good. 10.
Oh my goodness. And you did 10 as well, didn't you, Lona? No, you did 9.
Did 9. 19
Oh,
damage.
wow. That specter, parts of it are just gone.
Yeah.
And it is their turn.
Uh-oh.
The one, it's with you, it kind of recoils from you and just reaches out to you, Lona. Oh my goodness! Dag nabbit. First blade.
First blade.
And
Tickles me.
Billy Ray Cyrus is here.
and
Dang,
tries
damn it.
tries to do a longsword blow and
Double deck.
13.
Doesn't hit.
Dang it. Okay, he's gonna have to move. You're there. It can't really move because you're all around it, yeah?
Yeah, we're flanking it.
It can't really
Are we?
move at all.
No, not quite.
Okay.
Technically.
This one jumps across.
Uh-oh. Flanking us now.
Uh-oh.
Do you feel my aura, big boy? Do you feel it?
And doesn't like you at all. Turns over to Sully. And
Really?
reaches out for you. Tries to
Ooh.
grab you with its hand. 23!
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
nuts.
Only just.
Only just.
Only just.
6 points of damage.
Oh.
Huh.
Make a Constitution save, please.
Oh!
Oh my.
22.
Nice.
Stink. Okay,
Ew,
take
It's
that
but a flesh wound.
back to you, Ha-Kapella.
I see that they are recoiling from me, and I'm like, whew, I smelled myself for a bit. Is it something I did? And I get my battle axe and I swoop for this one on the bookcase.
You yeah. You turn around. Fine.
Turn around.
Great.
And
Go for it.
Wapoof. And let's go Bok Bok. Big boy Bok Bok. 16
Yes,
plus 4.
go.
Ooh.
20, but not natural 20, but
Yeah.
20 nonetheless.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, that's what I hit.
Yes.
All right, that's a D10, baby.
Yeah, baby.
5.
Oh my goodness, you guys are just
Plus the strength.
5 plus 4. Oh no, 3. 8.
wow. Okay,
Nice.
Lona.
All right, and Luna jumps down here, one,
Yes.
just behind here,
Yes.
flank it, and then I'm gonna grab his legs and yank him off this.
I love it.
Okay, I'm just gonna grab the legs with a 13 plus 6, 19.
19. You grab it.
Yeah, I grab the ankles.
Wonderful. I'm so glad that you've done that.
Okay.
Roll a 6-sided dice, please.
5.
You take 7 hit points of damage.
Oh!
The moment you touch it, life gets sucked out of you. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh. 17?
Oh, you lucky dogs.
Just say -7.
-7.
Oh, dude.
Right.
Right, but you've got it grabbed. If you still want to try to pull it away.
No, I'll let go immediately.
Big yikes.
Oh, can I yank it away?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, yeah, I will then.
Make a strength roll.
All right. Here we go. 14 plus 6, 20.
No,
No,
Your
strength.
your strength is a
Strength.
minus
Minus
1.
one.
Ah!
13. I'm sorry, you're not strong enough.
Oh.
Fail.
Meanwhile,
Oh! Hello!
Nimrod, you heard your voice being called, and you find following the voice has led you to the same place that you were in last night. It is noon.
It's noon.
It is noon, but we'll just letting you know
Thank you.
that this is the point at which Nimrod comes in. Okay. Sully.
Sully, okay, great. He's like, right, I'm gonna work on this one. I'm gonna take down the weak one. 19.
That's a definite hit.
Yeah, take that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and that is 11 points of damage.
Noise.
Wow, what the heck?
Things are only supposed to live once.
Oh, here it is.
YOLO.
Okay, yeah. It's
Yeah.
it is hurt very badly. So Nimrod, what you can hear violence and fighting
Yeah.
upstairs.
And we've not had a rest.
Yes, you have. You've
We've had a
It's the
rest.
next morning. It's
Long
the next
rest.
morning you're on full.
Great.
But they are upstairs. You can see through a crack, a hole in the ceiling that they have gone up the stairs and are on the second floor above. But you're way back there.
Oh,
What you doing?
okay. Well, I'm running to see whether I'm moving. Full
Okay.
movement.
Go for it.
1, 2, 3, 4,
5,
5,
6,
6.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you're underneath, but over there.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Okay, great. Their turn.
Oh, golly.
He turns on you, Lona.
Oh, no.
And says, "Your soul is mine."
Uh-oh.
And grabs you and swords you. The grabbing you
Sworded you.
is a
God.
21.
That
Oy.
definitely hits.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
15.
How come you guys keep succeeding in these Constitution saves?
Get used to it.
We're feeling good.
6 points
today.
of damage.
Oh, what is going on?
I'm down to 4, guys.
Snappy snoo. All right.
And here comes the sword.
oh, snap.
8. Not good enough. The one behind you, Sully, tries to reach for you as well.
Oh.
22.
Yeah,
Make a Constitution
it just
save.
hits.
You have
You
to
take
really emphasize that.
4 hit points.
It just hits.
21.
Oh man!
Oh no, 23.
Yeah. Show off. Fine. Okay,
Sorry, how much did I take from the?
only 4.
Okay. Oh.
Okay, and it's back to you, Raylene.
You're getting weaker.
Well, because I want to try it out, I get out my whip because I've never actually used it before.
Yeah, whip it out.
And I whoop-ha to this one, hoping.
Okay,
to
it's got reach of 10. It has reach, I believe.
Yes, it has
Okay,
reach.
so yep. whoop.
Whoop-ha. And 13 plus 13 plus What do I add there?
I'm pretty sure it's your dex and your proficiency.
Yeah.
So 4. 13 plus 4.
Easy, you whip this little spectral form.
Because I feel petty. I'm like, ha. You don't like 4 damage. And
Plus your dex modifier.
yes, 4 plus 2 equals 6.
Nice.
Woo! And with my bonus action, I see that Lona's not feeling so good, so I go, heal, Lona, heal! Using my healing word.
Oh, very nice.
Nice.
And that is a 1d4.
Come on, capable.
Plus your charisma bonus.
3 plus 3, 6.
Nice.
Nice.
Lona, you're up. You suddenly feel nicer again, but your hand, both of your hands just feel so cold, like there's no warmth in your body, in your arms anyway. What you doing, buddy?
And I move up here. I'm gonna jump up 1,
Yep.
and then
If you move away, it's going to get an opportunity attack on you.
1, and I'm just gonna firebolt him.
Do it. Yep.
Skidoo. Oh.
Skidoo.
Skadoosh.
That's a 10.
10 plus 6. 6.
Heal hit.
Oh, yeah.
Skadoosh.
Roll a 10-sided dice.
There you go.
8.
Yeah, that's
Oh
nice.
wow, it's feeling hurt.
Oh yeah.
But they're still there.
Oh my goodness gracious. He sees it like hacking away at Lona and he's like, oh, no! 20.
Yes.
Dirty.
Yep.
Dirty 20.
Yeah. And then he, it's still 6 points of damage.
Oh, it is almost
See you?
almost completely got Nimrod.
I'm in.
You're running up the
I'm running up the
stairs.
stairs.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 can get you right in front of that one.
Amazing. Channel's ability. Flee the deed.
Flee the undead.
I roll
Okay.
for the save, or do you save and throw it?
They do a saving throw. The one that's really hurt.
Oh, poor skeleton.
He's got hurt feelings.
Oh, see it.
The one in front of you stays. This one, the powerful one has returned.
Nimrod's here.
And on its turn goes 1, jump, 3, 4, and flees out of your sight.
Don't know if we wanted that to happen, guys.
But the one in front is still in front of you.
Hit me.
And
Bonus action.
what?
Spiritual weapon. Right in the eyeballs.
Okay, roll.
8.
Plus your spell modifier.
5.
13. You needed a 14.
Okay. It was a good try,
That was a
Nimrod.
real good try.
Thanks.
Oh wow, that was a real good try.
It tries to.
Nimrod.
We know what's gonna happen. It tries to flee past you. So it runs down the stairs, which means every single one of you can take an opportunity attack.
Yes, please.
Let's go.
Firebolt.
15.
You can't do a firebolt, but you can use your dagger.
Okay.
Battle axe.
19
baby.
with the mace.
Oh, sorry. 1. Far out.
Jagger.
Natural 1 for me.
2.
2.
19.
God. We were like, Nimrod? Nimrod's here. Nimrod.
We're all just fumbling with our weapons.
Is that right?
Oh,
Roll a 6-sided dice and add your strength modifier on.
Help. Oh, 1, 2, 3.
And it's gone.
The powerful one is here.
Isn't that brilliant? The powerful one has returned.
thank goodness you're back.
What on earth's
Nimrod.
going on? Oh,
Nimrod.
What do you mean? We came here looking for you.
For me? Oh, I'm so sorry. I was, what did he tell you? I was washing my gloves.
You were washing your gloves?
Yes, really busy.
For like how many hours, Nimrod?
Oh, sorry.
You got me worried sick. I thought I had to get a new friend. We were so worried about you, Nimrod.
Let's just be happy that she's here.
Yeah,
Boy,
hi, Nimrod.
where did they come from?
One of them came that way,
Great.
and the other one came from behind us.
Yeah, they're from last night. We didn't quite get them, so we were trying to clean them up. You know, good old cleaning duty, but I guess.
I'm sorry.
And we are going to do a flashback.
Oh.
And I would like you three, bye-bye,
Bye-bye as in like,
as in to
Exit the room.
exit the room.
No.
Sophie,
I don't. I don't know how to feel about this.
Secret Nimrod time.
Oh, okay. Bye, microphone.
Secret Nimrod time.
I'll just have to unplug. I'm gonna unplug.
Just pull the little one out.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I can just. Oh, sorry.
Coming in hot. Coming in hot.
Right, well, I'm just gonna have a piece of chicken off stage. Off stage? Off camera.
Viewers, if I don't see you again, it's been good.
Good. What's
I take over the entire.
What's the?
Right.
Oh god, I can't even think of the
Our
Truman Show.
A Truman Show.
Oh.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, okay, I'll go. Alright. Oh, we can't listen?
Holy.
Take my phone.
Flashback. It's early in the morning and you woke up.
Yep.
So what are you doing?
Yep. So, I look around and I see who else is with me. Are my friends with me?
So Ha-Kapella is asleep next to you. And a little bit further away, the way the caravanserai works when they camp is the families camp together, and then women folk and men folk. So,
Fabulous.
So Lona and Sully are like only about 5 meters away. But it's just the crack of dawn.
Crack of dawn. Okay. I wake up with just this heavy feeling on my chest. And I look around and I feel like I want to tell them what's going on, but I'm too nervous that they're going to disown me and kick me out. So I go and try to find a body of water. Is there a body of water nearby?
Yes, you are very close to, if we look at this map, you'll see you're right next to this lake. You're in this town here,
Yes.
Isoma, and you're right next to
Isefka.
Isefka.
Okay, so I walk to Lake
Isefka.
Because I can feel something on my back and I don't know what's happening. I feel like this lump outline is like coming onto Nimrod's back, and she wants to try and find a body of water to look at the reflection and see what it is.
Okay, wonderful. The town of Isoman is on the lake.
Great.
It's a fishing village.
Yep.
It doesn't take you long to get to the water's edge, to move away from where people are,
Yes.
and to find a quiet body of water that you can
Have a look at.
have a look. Okay, there are some really unusual markings on your back.
Yeah.
They kind of curl up parallel to your spine,
Yeah.
and they curl around. I mean, if you were to imagine some stylized goat horns,
Oh.
that's might be what you might imagine.
Okay.
And so they start at your hips,
Yes.
and they kind of hug your spine, and then about halfway up your back, they curve around into these sharp curves. And they're a little bit like your skin is purple, and these are darker, but still within a purple tone.
Yeah.
And they do feel slightly raised.
Right. Okay. She's freaking out. She's feeling that this has got something to do with the Zakron cult. And she doesn't know whether she should tell everyone or not. But she kind of just sits there on the edge of the water, not knowing what to do. She feels her back. She doesn't know if she should run now to save everyone, just in case. She feels like she has such a potential to turn really, really evil. And she's so scared that she's going to turn on her friends. She knows inside that she should never want to. But at the moment, she's wondering whether she should just go.
Sure. Down by the water, sitting there, pondering these thoughts, you are, maybe it's just that your hand brushes against it, or some urging of a higher power, but you're suddenly aware that you have the prayer book that Brother Arkan,
The red paper.
the little prayer book that he gave you at the very beginning of your adventure,
It's in my hand.
is in your hand. And if you remember, the pages were all falling out.
Yes.
And there is And a feeling of calm comes when holding it.
Beautiful. Nimrod just holds it in her hands. And for a moment, she just feels this like sense of relief come over her body, and she feels like herself, and strange things are coming out of her eyes. And again, she's like,
Salty.
goodness, I don't know what's going on. That she just suddenly feels herself. She's like, it's like time's passed. She doesn't even know how long she's been here for.
One memory that does come back while holding this is something that Sister Begala said to you. And that is, you are who your choices make you. Okay, so anyway.
Beautiful. She holds that memory in her hands, and she knows that she can choose who she really is. And she starts to make her way back to the group.
Wonderful. So what happened is, on the way back,
Yes.
you get back to the caravanserai and they're gone. Their possessions are still there, but you're told by others that they had gone to the ruins, had borrowed some horses to go to the ruins. You were lent a horse, and we find you back at the ruins, and you know what happened.
Fabulous. And I'm back on track.
And you're back on track, and the other guys can come back.
Come on!
And put their microphones back on. I don't think.
Hello?
I don't think they've gone so far away giving us privacy that they're like in a different time zone or something.
Hello?
Is that our cue?
It's your cue.
Are we allowed to be on the show?
Yeah. Do you think it's dramatic thunder? Just never did before.
Hey, so you have destroyed or frightened away yet again these spectral creatures. What are you doing now?
You saved us.
Well,
it all the
you
way
came to find me.
Yeah. What was it?
What's the weather like
It's
outside?
actually not that bad.
Okay.
It's fairly pleasant.
Where were you really?
Okay. Need to tell you something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nimrod just like does this and like removes the top, and she goes, wait, oh sorry, I'll just turn
I
around.
cover Lona's eyes. Wait, I can't even. I climb all the way up to
this is
Lona.
what? I'm not allowed to see this. This is probably.
No.
She lifts up her top and she reveals
And I'm like, trying-
her back. And on the back of Nimrod's back are almost like an outline raised two horns that start growing on the back of her. They're the same color, but they're like two goat horns that start happening on the back. And she says, I don't want to alarm you, but when we were back at my house, Sister Begala pulled me aside and told me where I was from. It started when I was anointed into our Night's Watch. Who are we? The guards, the town guards. When I was at the ceremony, getting put into place, something terribly scary happened. It was almost like the gods were talking. A shield flew, the glass cracked, and I don't know, stuff went down.
Oh.
And I wasn't allowed to go to anywhere good, so they thought that I should go to the town guard. Sister Begala told me that they found me when I was born in a tent as a baby, in a bowl of blood,
Oh.
in a hexagon, by the Zekron cult.
Oh.
Wait, what? What? Are you saying what we think?
I don't know. I asked her, she doesn't really know herself, but basically she rescued me, and
You're a Zakron baby?
I don't even know what that means.
She super glued horns onto your back. Is that what you're saying?
No,
No, Lona.
close. I just started to feel them arise last night, and that's why I left you guys. I was nervous. I was just ashamed.
They look more like tattoos than like,
An
you know,
actual
like horns.
Okay.
It's more like darker purple against her purple skin in the shapes that hug along her spine and then go like this,
Okay.
up about the midpoint.
Can I
of her
see
back.
that once again? Okay.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It looks pretty sick, but also knowing that it's related to the hexagons,
Is that why those things were calling you the
powerful one.
We can't be sure of that, surely. Look, just because you were there doesn't mean that you have anything to do with this.
Right.
I mean,
They ran away pretty quickly.
and look at her. She's purple and she's a tiefling.
I know she's purple and I know she's a tiefling.
And then there was that thing that appeared,
Yeah.
called her some sort of demonic
Yeah, the
thing.
angel of doom. Or,
Well, on our worst days, I'm sure similar things would happen to you as well.
I understand if you want me to leave. I just thought I needed to tell you the truth before I go.
Well, no, that's not what any of us
no,
are doing.
absolutely no. Hey, we're a mixed bag of fellas. Like we've got a purple tiefling with
Demonic powers.
demonic powers. I think.
Well, there's
and
still
we've got
cleric powers.
Yes, of course. And, you're a hexagon baby. So what? And we've got a wizard who's actually a
Sorcerer.
sorcerer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, who turns blue and looks...
And we got Sully with a real, stuffed up brother who
Yeah,
does evil
yeah.
stuff too.
Like a weird little
And I'm-
lolly scramble.
See?
Yeah, and I've got weird dreams.
She's got chickens.
And
Yeah.
hey, what about my chickens?
Yeah, they're weird. But I love them.
You better.
Yeah. And she has dreams.
Yeah.
Dreams.
That's so weird to have dreams.
Dreams.
Yeah.
And,
Right.
I mean, I'm the reason why we're here in this Sword of Aratai journey.
Oh, yeah.
We're a mixed bag.
You're right, Ha-Kapella. I never thought about it like that. I guess, yeah, we're all a bit strange.
Are we going to keep staying in this strange place or?
We should leave. I feel weird about this.
Okay.
Before we leave, can I please just have a little look? It looks so exciting. I just want to see, I don't know, something cool.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to boost you across this gap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go
Where
check
are
out
we?
And the ruins of Kaif from last night.
Right.
Yeah.
Same ruins as last night, but you're just
we
upstairs.
Yeah, I know the history of the place. It's actually quite cursed.
Yeah.
They,
It was actually impressive how much he knew.
This place
What?
is cursed.
Did you critically know?
Oh, yeah,
He
yeah.
rolled a 20.
Wow.
All right, guys, I want you to hit me with investigation rolls, investigation rolls.
Investigation rolls.
Oh my god.
12.
How am I going to find something with that?
First time I rolled like a
9.
10, that was a weird.
Here we go.
8.
I'm going to use inspiration.
Oh.
Oh man, you know what? Yeah, me too.
Only one of you needs it, probably.
If you're going to use inspiration, then I won't.
No, you already rubbed yours out. I drew mine so pretty.
Let's go.
Come on, baby.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
18.
Okay.
So, in the room that the second specter thing, spectral. It's not actually a specter. If you're looking up the Dungeons and Dragons rules, it's not actually a specter. But anyway, in this room here, it looks like this used to be an important room in the fortress. Although all of the wooden material is rotten and molded and turned into sawdust, and despite that, through the searching, through the rubbish, Sully, you find a hidey hole. That whole bunch of stuff has been stashed and concealed beneath some stones in the wall. And within it, you find what was once a scepter, a sign of rulership, and but it was made out of wood, and the wood has kind of dissolved with age, but the 6 jewels that were embedded in it are sitting in a pile next to this half-rotten old scepter. There is a loose amount of gold and silver, totaling a total of 31 gold pieces, 95 silver pieces. And
Yes.
there is a, against the back of this hidey hole that had been covered in rocks, a broken spear. The shaft of the spear is, again, eaten with age, but the spearhead itself is of an unusual design,
Okay.
with some writing along it. It's shaped like this, and along the bottom bits there's some writing along the side of it.
The money, I'll hand it to Lona. And I'm just like, great. You've got the rest of our money, right?
Yeah.
Are you holding on to it for all of us?
Yeah,
You better be holding on to it for all of us.
I'm definitely holding on to
You
these
know what?
ones.
Oh, that's so
Because
nice.
I'll just take, and I grab a handful of it. We'll split the load, but we'll both carry it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Maybe we can use this for that game. Eh?
A
can teach me
bird in
for-
half, there's a bird in lighter.
Yeah, all right. Let me share it.
I'm just making sure that. So had somebody noted down the gold
Yep.
that we got?
Yep.
32
31.
gold.
Oh, that feels like 31 gold.
And 91 silver.
And 91.
Just inventory-wise, that should be in one place.
Yes.
I think.
All right, here
Just
you
so
go.
we don't think that we've got 31 gold, 31 gold, 31 gold.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're right.
And just to make things really simple, those 6 jewels are each worth 50 gold pieces each.
I hand those to Ha-Kapella.
But as long as we have a repository of how much we've
Yeah.
got.
Yeah.
Someone's the banker.
Yes.
And the spearhead.
And the spearhead.
Can I read the writing?
It looks like no writing you have seen.
And so my
if you want
first
to know-
instinct is to go, Nimrod.
His- you,
Can I read
everyone can make a history roll.
Well,
I was going to
12.
be
Yeah, me too.
10.
Also got 12.
10.
Oh.
You don't recognize it.
Oh.
You don't recognize it.
Oh.
But this is, it's
It
clearly.
looks good.
It's not an ordinary spearhead, is it? If
No.
if someone has gone through these effort to decorate it the way they have.
And hide it in the hidey hole.
Is there a way
Empty.
that we can use our mending cantrips on these items, or are they so far gone?
They're gone. They're gone. They're gone.
But we can reapply it to another wooden.
You just need to put another. Yeah, that's right.
Right.
I wonder if you should put that on your spear.
I could reckon I could make something of this.
Yeah.
Cool!
Nope.
That's awesome.
What do you make of these gems?
I mean, at least we got
don't know.
gems for the way to Montia. I mean, I'm a little bit disappointed I don't have anything for
We can go.
myself. I was hoping to find, those things that my ancestors wear, like with the horns, the helmets.
Whoa.
I don't know.
Horn helmets.
I know. The helmet with the horns. the horn helmet. That makes sense. Ever since that battle at Nosru's place, and you gave me that. Oh man, I just felt so back in my roots, and I kind of wish I'd kept it.
Lona reaches over to a book and goes, "You can always wear this as a hat."
Oh,
No books here are in any space that you pick them up and they just fall to pieces.
get showered with book dust, and I'm like, ugh. And I pick it up and I throw it in Lona's face.
Is the history of this place
one way to read a book.
important, Lona?
Sorry.
Is the history of this place important?
Well, according to legend, this place, known as Kingdom of Kaif, actually went up against and rallied up against Aratai when they took up arms with Montia. In return, the king of Aratai cursed every single person.
The king did.
Yeah.
The people of the town.
The king of
Naughty.
Aratai cursed every single person, every lord, lady, and everything else in between
Oh
that wasn't born in this place was cursed.
Shocking thing for
Fact
royalty
check.
to do.
Is that correct?
Yeah, that makes me feel weird
Yeah.
inside.
That's why I don't like this place. It's really giving me the EBJBs.
Well, Ha-Kapella, you were right. Both Nimrod and Loot was here.
See, I knew it. I knew the chicken gods were telling me something like that. You guys.
How are we feeling? Should we get out of here?
We don't want the caravanserai to leave us behind.
Yes,
No.
we've
Okay.
already wasted too much
Great.
time.
Scene change. So we've got quickly. What are you going to do with this spear head?
Spearhead, gonna take it with me at my next opportunity. I'm gonna fasten it to the end
It
of.
doesn't take long. It's pretty easy.
Okay, cool.
Your metalworking skills are more than equal to the task.
Cool.
Consider yourself having a spear.
Oh, I've got a spear! Wow.
Like you haven't had a spear before.
Spear of destiny.
There's your spear.
So, you're back at the caravanserai.
Yes.
They're going to leave in the morning.
Oh.
So unless you do have any other plans, then that's what's going to happen.
Just really quickly, we're going with the caravanserai to find the sword.
Yep.
Another 5 days to Muntia.
Great, great. Just
Certainly at the speed that this caravan is going in,
Yeah.
5 days.
5 days.
If you guys took your own horses, you could probably make it in 3.5 to 4.
This is a conversation we were having with
Yes.
while we're
you
on the
were
way to you.
off-
It's whether we want to stick with this group or make our own way.
let's make our own way. I don't want to keep. Oh, I mean, obviously, we did save them. We could be some help to them, but also,
It could be really good for, when bandits come, we can push them
Yeah.
forward,
Yeah, just boof.
as a buffer.
or push them down so that we can help. Right?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that's
yeah.
nice.
Yeah, push them up towards danger. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder. Okay, thumbs up.
All right. This.
Stay with the caravanserai. Thumbs down. Leave.
You're right.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
Oh.
Whoa!
It's 50-50.
You don't get 2 votes, Lona.
Oh, sorry, I have 2 thumbs.
Okay.
Well.
We'll stick to the course then.
We can hang around with them for a bit longer.
Yeah.
Just maybe one more day.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yep.
Plus,
Just
I
do
think
it.
I can double a bit of a coin.
Okay.
Yeah.
A game of
And
Hearts,
I need to learn this Heartia game.
The rest of the night, the day, the rest of the evening passes without event. In the morning, you saddle up.
Can I have learned Heartia during that?
You've learned the game.
Yeah. Heartia.
And I've earned a few coins.
Okay, let's see. Let's do this. Let's see how you
Double
did,
or nothing.
shall we?
All right, all right. What do
All
I do?
right,
What do I do?
okay.
What do I do?
So, it is a memory game, so it's based on it, so intelligence helps.
Oh my gosh.
So if you guys are all doing it, you can add your intelligence
All right.
modifier onto your 20-sided dice roll.
Oh, my intelligence
Wow.
is -1.
Oh, intelligence.
Where's my intelligence?
Come on, come
All
on.
right. All right.
Natural 20!
Okay, are you joining this game as well?
Man, I'm playing, man.
Oh,
You
no,
don't
no.
you don't know the rules, so you're at disadvantage.
Okay.
That's
Oh yeah, 12.
Plus your intelligence modifier.
That means 12.
17, 16.
Total number
total number 20 plus my intelligence of 1, 21.
21,
16.
16,
12.
12. Not bad. You guys all come out with some extra money.
Okay.
And Nimrod, you
Yeah.
come out with 5 more copper pieces than you went in with.
Whoa! That's below silver, isn't it?
Yeah. You've got Ha-Kapella comes out with 1 silver and 2 coppers.
All right.
Lona,
Yo.
you were the king of the table.
Wow.
You've come out with 22 silver worth.
Oh, mate. Oh,
Man.
last night was a night.
I need to learn from you, man.
That is a lot.
And if we do ever want to leave, we can like bulk buy some stuff. I don't know how it works here. We can stock up.
Maybe the culture
Okay.
here is
I can't
different.
believe they keep playing with you.
Well, I wouldn't let them get away until I cleaned them all. And I think in my industry they call that a clean sweep.
Let's go.
Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should.
So the next day, you saddle up, you head out. You got 4 horses. These are trail horses. They cost 25 gold each.
Whoa.
These are trained trail horses. Okay? They're not horses that have to rest after 6 hours. These will be able to last you a full 8+ hours. So it's a total of 50 or 2 of your gems.
Okay.
2 of your gems, you still got another 4
4
left.
horses.
For 4 horses. You're all kitted up. You've got your supplies. Let's not waste time looking at supplies. You've got rope. You've got tents. You've got food. You've got backpacks. You've got anything.
Cheese?
You've got cheese.
Yes!
That's all we need.
All right, and you're on the road.
Yes.
The day, you're much faster on these trail horses than you were in the caravanserai.
Great.
And you reach the next town just on evening. This town isn't as big as Isilman that you've just left. You're coming into the town. This town is an agricultural hub, and also there's a forest to the east. So it has a lot of. If we look at the map, the town below the lake. Yeah.
Oh,
There is a forest there, so they do a lot of forestry.
And is there a little river coming?
And there's a path that goes through the forest.
Gotcha.
From this town over to the eastern coast, but you're heading down towards Muntia. I would like everyone other than Sully to make an insight roll, please.
Oh, come on.
Oh, wow.
Come on.
What the heck is happening?
Natural 20, baby.
What's happening?
Oh,
19.
19.
That is young.
Out of
10.
time. Out of time.
Okay, we're gonna deal with
Normal
Ha-Kapella first.
10.
This is a really nice looking place.
It's a really nice looking place.
There is a beautiful smell coming from that inn over there.
Oh my. Is that lemon pepper I smell?
Sully is distracted.
Oh.
Sully is definitely distracted. Lona.
Yo,
Sully's distracted
yo.
and keeps looking towards the east. Sorry.
I think I know what it is.
Yeah.
Oh.
As you're coming into the town, approaching the inn, someone says, Sullivan!
Hi.
Is that young man Sullivan?
Yeah.
Oh, this is wonderful! And
Yes.
this man
Sullivan.
that has a bit more of a tummy, it comes up to you and says, "Let me shake you by the hand."
Yeah.
It's Baz. It's his Baz.
Yeah, I know Basil. Baz. Sorry. I know. It's good to see you.
It is so good to see you. What are you doing back in town?
Well, I didn't expect to be out this way. Just on business, just work. Just doing a really normal work thing is why I'm here.
Oh, this is good.
Sullivan?
You're
Yeah.
and so sorry. My name is Baz. My name is Baz.
Baz,
Nice
this
to
is
meet you,
Ha-Kapella.
Baz.
Yes, this is Lona.
Nimrod.
Nimrod.
Nice to meet you, Sullivan.
Yes.
Go on, shake my
How do you guys
Okay.
know each other?
Good family friend.
Oh, okay.
I didn't even know about your family,
So-
Donnie.
Baz says, the news is, please don't take it too hard, that Carlene got married. I know that you were sweet on her.
Oh.
You're what?
No.
Who's Carlene?
Who's got
No.
Ooh.
She was someone that I knew when I was 5. Well,
Must have been really special.
Yeah. Was she special?
that's
Yes.
amazing though.
Was
My
What colour
my
is
daughter.
she?
oh
Oh.
okay.
She's what happened?
Just explain that
was like, how
Carlene's my
special.
daughter.
Oh
and
yes.
That's right.
Yeah. She's a really lovely.
This was going to be your father-in-law.
In another lifetime, I guess. Yeah.
Sullivan. I didn't realize he had like a little romantic thing back home.
Well, didn't everyone? Well,
No.
I thought you were more
It
wild.
was just me and the chickens. Wait.
right.
So, assuming you're going back to the farm, are you?
I'd like to meet Carlene.
Carlene's with her new husband, across town. But look, I don't want to interrupt your business. I just wanted to say hi.
Yeah.
Your mum-
It's
your-
really good to see you, but sorry, my mum.
Your mom and dad will be so pleased that you're back.
Is this where you live?
Sully.
And see you guys later. I hope to see you around town. I hope that you're in town for a long time. We can get together.
Bring Carlene.
I'll bring Carlene. We'll have a cookout.
Oh,
A
great.
cookout? Oh, well, now you're talking. Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Baz.
Nice to meet you too.
Can't wait to see you in that cookout, yeah?
And Baz leaves.
I'm not looking at you going.
Is it the Sullivan thing, or?
I didn't even know you had a mum and dad.
Yeah, I do.
I didn't even know you had a heart
What?
for other people.
Well,
It's like I don't even know you
Tell us
anymore.
about Carlene.
well, I think people are more in love with the idea of me being in love with Carlene than I was in love with Carlene, to be honest. But she's lovely. She's very lovely, and I'm so glad that she's gone married.
Are you?
Well, yeah, it's good for her, hey?
Were you born here?
Oh, not exactly here. Well, I was born in my family home, which is actually not far from here.
You're real down south. I thought, oh.
Yeah.
Your parents live here?
Well, yeah.
Can we meet them?
Oh my gosh, Mr. and Mrs. Sully?
We could.
Do they have a bath?
Surely.
Yeah, we've got a bath.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, surely, yeah.
You guys want to go there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? You're at home. It's a little home reunion
To the
time.
library?
Well, actually, yeah.
Well, let's go.
My dad collects a few books, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
I-
They're all fiction, though. He's a big
Shig, not true. Oh.
yeah.
Sully, I've known you for years now, and this is the first time I'm hearing any of this. Like, what? How come you didn't tell me that you were from a loving community over here? Look, look, Bazzy just inviting us for a cookout.
It's like you were like.
You never invite me for a cookout.
Yeah.
I've invited you to cookouts.
I'm sorry. I wasn't being dishonest or anything. It's just I don't really talk about it.
Well, let's meet your past fiance then.
Okay. Well, we never made it that far.
Oh.
Well, yeah. It's just we just need to strike out this way. It won't be too much of a detour.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Let's go.
Lead
Let's
the
go.
way, Sullivan.
Ah, Sullivan. What a stupid name. No offense.
Sounds
Hey.
like Saveloy.
I guess it does. There might be sausages on the farm if you're very lucky.
Oh, I'm feeling lucky today then.
Neil, hope you've got big stomachs. Because
I
Mum will
can.
definitely try and feed you.
So the road to the farm, you remember how I showed that there was a road that goes across the forest?
Yes.
You start on that main road,
Right.
and then it's just on the northern side of that road. It's about a half an hour. It's outside of the city, of the town. And there's the driveway, Sully. Oh, driveway. There's the entrance.
Yeah.
the path leading up to the house.
I reckon, like, Sully's house, like, the fields are, like, golden. He just remembers, like, gold and bronze and brown is, like, his farm. So, like, just brown wooden fences, golden fields, horses out in the distance, and some in, like, the nearby paddock, and a few other animals, like, here and there. And, yeah, and, like a reasonable home. Like, it looks lived in.
And the sun is setting. And so there's this, like, orange sky, golden fields, slight breeze as you walk up, and there's light, warm yellow light in the windows.
Okay.
There is a large barn.
I say, okay, brace yourselves. Mum will be very excited that I'm home. Okay, all right.
What should we call her?
You can either call her Mum or you can call her Marissa.
Marissa.
Yeah. Yeah. And my dad is Vika. He might be around. Okay. So, knock knock. Hello?
What?
Mum?
Sully?
Yes, it's me.
Some running feet, and the door opens. Oh, what are you doing here? and she embraces you and squeezes you, and the same, and some tears start flowing. This is such a beautiful surprise.
I know. I didn't know I was going to be out here. I'm sorry.
Why didn't you write and tell us?
I know. I should have said, but I didn't know. That
and you brought some friends.
Yes.
Hi.
Yes.
Hello.
Nimrod.
Nimrod, I'm Marissa.
Marissa.
I'm Lona.
Hello, Lona. Nice to meet you.
I'm Ha-Kapella.
Ha-Kapella, wonderful. Please come in.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
we've heard nothing about you.
This is Mum.
Nothing about you.
Yeah, no, this is my mum. She's great.
Going into the house, it's a modest
Yeah.
farm.
Yeah.
Do you want to do
fancy.
nothing? It's
Just homely.
yeah. And Marissa calls out, Fika, we have a visitor. Your son's here. And you hear her say, my son? Which one?
The taller one.
The one that's not in jail. Oh. Oops. No, okay.
Yeah. They should know about that.
Oh, don't worry, I told them for you.
Yeah.
Your husband, your father comes out of his and Marissa's bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
Just as a small note, it's very unusual for him to be resting at this time of the day.
Yeah, I noticed that. It's like, you've been asleep.
And he definitely has some bed here. Is it? Oh no, it's so good to see you. And
Is that early in the day for a nap?
don't worry about that.
Okay. You look like you're skinnier. You look like you lost weight.
I'm fine. Let's not talk about that now.
Yeah. Okay, sorry.
You're welcome. And then Marissa starts putting some more food on. I didn't expect you guys were going to be here, so I don't know have a food, but we'll just put some stuff together. Oh, and with you and your brother gone, we've got a farmhand in to help us out.
Ah, yeah, okay.
And a dwarven woman comes in, says,
hi.
hello, and nice to meet you. And she introduces herself to you all.
Hello.
I greet her in Dwarvish.
Dwarfish.
Me too. And we all laugh together.
In Dwarvish.
Loves and dwarfish.
Subtitles.
So look, her name is Sue. Not just Sue. I just saw you writing, so it is Sue Prayan. Sue Prayan.
Praying.
Sue praying.
So praying.
Super.
Okay. Anyway, look, the rest of the evening is pretty is just a bit of a home reunion. Is there anything particular that you're wanting to do?
No. I'm just like, have we got any milk? I'm just gonna get some, and he's like, okay, cool. He's just helping himself to like food, and it's like.
I've never seen Sully so free and comfortable to walk around.
You look like you need some salt. We know.
Oh,
Mum
he's
did.
so
Lona's
warm.
like, so Mum, tell us another embarrassing story about Sullivan.
Sully. We call him Sully.
Sorry.
Sully was always the responsible one.
Whoa, that doesn't
that makes
surprise me.
So there actually aren't very many embarrassing stories about Sully.
Yes,
Well, we've got plenty for you.
Yes, okay. Well, that is for another time entirely.
Did you know a few days ago he had to try and like swim through some sewage?
Yeah.
It was awful.
And he fought like a monster in a cage match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Embarrassing.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that?
The door, I think.
I can get it.
No. Your mom says no. Your mother says no. I'll get this.
Mum, you're 100.
She's
She's not 100.
She
Like, she looks good for 100.
and
Cheeky.
she and the dwarven Suprian kind of exchange glances as she gets up. She goes to the door, opens it, says, "Oh, hello, yes," and then she goes outside and closes it behind her.
Who's she talking to?
And comes in a short while later. And she doesn't look as happy as she was when she left the room. Whoever it is has gone on their way. You hear some talking as they go off. What languages do you all speak?
Dwarvish.
Infernal and
common.
dwarvish.
Common.
Cool.
Crazy.
Excellent. Okay. Yeah, anyway. Okay, so, and then you guys are all just eating the meal. Yep.
Sully, I don't think
Oh, that's
Sully can like hide the frown. Just a frown's fixed to his face now.
This is great food. Yum, yum.
You're not liking the food, son?
Are you right?
She says, "I'll talk to you later." Oh, I'll talk to you later.
Okay. Okay.
She said she'll talk to you later.
Oh, right, thank you.
Hey, you mentioned that Donnie's in prison.
Oh,
But he saved us.
He saved you.
Oh,
Yeah.
did we save him?
it was kind of.
We
We
saved us
saved
in the
him.
bar.
A bit of both.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mum. We found Donnie.
Yes.
He's in.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
But he's in prison.
What? He's a good boy. I mean, he's reckless, but he's a good boy.
I know
What
he's
did
a
he
good
do?
boy. What
What did he do?
Well, we didn't really get to find out too much because.
He tried to kill us.
Yeah.
But then he saved us.
Oh, yeah. And then we had to drop him off at the town guardhouse, and then we couldn't really get back into the guardhouse because, some inconveniences happened.
Yeah.
It's been a tough week, Mum.
Your dad looks at you and says, "Sully, you're the oldest. It's your responsibility."
I know, it's our responsibility.
His arms start shaking, and he says, "Oh,"
Sully grabs the table.
and Marissa does as well, and says, "I think it's time for you to rest, Vika. Come on." And he kind of shakes a bit, and says, "Yes. I think I'll just go for a bit of fresh air.
Maybe the horses need feeding.
I think the horses need feeding."
Yeah.
And he kind of gets up. "Oh, it's cold. Don't you think it's cold?"
Yeah, it's right. I'll put the fire on.
"Yeah, I'm very cold." And he goes out the back.
Donnie's fallen in with a bad crowd. But I found him. And it's good that I found him because that means I can sort him out. And it means that I can, have a word to him. Like a big
He's
brother.
a good boy.
I know he's a good boy. I know he's a really good boy. Yeah, I know.
Well, he's a young man now, I suppose.
Yeah, well, we both are. But we're both still your boys, so.
How long have Vika been sick for?
Vika's not sick.
Yes, he is.
I've made a pudding, and shall we have some pudding?
Yeah.
Some of the pudding now?
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
sounds great. Yes, please.
I love pudding.
It sounds yum.
I miss pudding.
Okay, and so she dishes up the pudding. And the dwarf farmhand says, "Are you guys all town guards?"
Why, yes, ma'am, we are. Well,
Yes, we are.
yes, we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I mean, Sully's the pride and joy of our guardhouse.
Excellent. Oh, good.
No one's ever said that.
And she says to Marissa, "Maybe they can help." Marissa says, it's fine. We don't need to, that's fine."
What, help with what?
The dwarf says, "She won't say, so I will."
Oh, yes.
What do you...
And she starts speaking in Dwarven
Okay.
to you. She doesn't know you, and says, "The scum orcs that live in the forest have been visiting over the last year, and as tax collectors."
Oh, tax collectors in Dwarvish.
tax collectors and going around the local farms and collecting taxes. And Vika is too weak to do anything about it.
Oh,
I see.
yeah.
How long do they come round?
You speak Dwarvish?
Yes.
Yes.
And infernal.
Well, they came. That was them just before.
Oh, well, sounds like they're being big bullies, aren't they, Nimrod?
What do they come and collect? Money?
Money or food?
Well, that's not okay.
Food is not tax. It is, well, it could be. But it's not in this town, I assume.
What are you guys talking about?
There's a tax collector coming around to steal money of your parents.
Yeah, but
hate
guess
tax
what?
collectors.
They're orcs as well from the forest.
And what do we know about orcs?
Well, look,
Nothing.
so, I mean, the orcs in the forest there's been an uneasy peace lately.
Mm-hmm.
There have been problems in the past, but there's nothing like this that's happened in the past.
Okay.
It happened in recent times.
Should we go and say hi?
Well, I think it's nice to pay them a visit. I mean, I haven't seen an orc in a long, long time.
What they're doing certainly sounds unlawful.
Yes.
Yeah. And you know what? Because we are town guards. We are, and Sully is the best one of them all. You should be very proud of Sully. He is, and still is currently, a great town guard. He's very much a great, yes. Yes,
This one.
we will,
Yes.
we'll sort that out for you. You are so kind to us and you feed us such great food and make us great pudding. You shouldn't have to worry about orcs taking your money, your hard-earned work money. I'm having a stroke, I think. Oh, okay. I had too much pudding. Let me give me another one. Wrong.
Where could we find these orcs? Is there a place where they assemble?
They live in the forest, but I don't know where.
I'll sort them out, Ma.
You don't do anything stupid.
No,
Stop.
never.
Don't
Look at
worry.
his face. Stupid's written all over it.
Sullivan. Don't worry, man.
Don't worry.
He doesn't have a stupid bone in his body. This one does. So if anything, you need to worry about this.
Hey,
Exactly.
and with that, we're going to take a short break, and we'll come back and we'll see what you guys do about some orcish tax collectors who are encroaching on Ma and Pa's farm.
I ain't tax collectors now. Sorry, tax collectors, if you're watching.
Sorry for your taste collector watching this.
Hello.
What up?
Hola, muchachos.
So hey, if you're new to Dice Legends, we are a Dungeons & Dragons show. We use 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons. Our 4 characters are 4th level heroes. They are town guards from a grand walled city called Aratai, where the forces of darkness are on the rise. But if you've just tuned in, what's happened is actually they're outside of the city. They've gone in search of the Sword of Aratai, a mythical and certainly ancient sword that has been plaguing Ha-Kapella's dreams. They've discovered that it is a real thing in theory and are heading south to the kingdom, the Empire of Muntia, to try to recover it. Along the way, have discovered, to your surprise, Sully's old home.
Sullivan.
And have discovered that
His name is Sullivan.
and have discovered that some nasty old orcs in the forest nearby were being bullies and collecting taxes. And so you guys have decided to do something about it. And that's where we are. If you're new to the show, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Great to have you here.
Have we walked? Are we starting?
Okay, so what's your plan? Just quickly tell me what your plan is, and then we'll do a bit of fast forwarding.
Right. Well, I'm certainly going to ask them to stop.
Yes, we're going to investigate where they are, and we're going to tell them, hey, that's mean. Bullying is not cool.
Or we can just punch them in the throat
That's plan B.
and take back the tax money that they stole from the people.
Look, I'm sure with a flash of the town guard badge, I'll fall quickly into line.
Do we have ours?
Well, I've certainly, my badge is right here.
Oh,
You're all... You don't keep yours on you?
I thought we handed them in.
Yeah, only nerds do that.
What am I helping?
No, you're absolutely right.
I thought...
No, you're right. That is the town badge. I think
I made my own one.
Yeah.
Look, guys, I couldn't be in a part with it. I'm always a town guard, suspended or not.
That was some good smithing you did there. Yeah. At least it's not bronze.
That's right, I smithed my own one.
I might quickly, can I, perception-wise, did I see where Sully's dad just left to?
Okay, so Sully's dad went out the back door.
Great.
Yeah.
I might just like sneak on past the back door before
Okay.
I go out with everyone. To talk to your dad.
Why? Don't. He's probably busy.
I might just ask him if he's sick. I'll be back. And I walk out to find his dad.
Okay. Okay, so you go out the back door. Marissa, can you put your hand forward a little bit? Yeah, yeah. Marissa just kind of goes, you might not have seen that, but Marissa went and just took Sully's hand. All right, you go out the back door.
Nimrod's different.
I can see that. So,
He's purple.
That's not the only way.
Nimrod. Okay, you go out. The sun has set. It's dark, right? There's a spill of yellow, beautiful, warm light that's come from the windows. Otherwise, it's dark, and you can see him up ahead.
Great. I walk to him.
Okay.
Dad!
He turns around to look to you. It's dark, right? Yeah. Okay. You walk up to him. Sure.
It's Nimrod.
Oh, hello, Nimrod. Hello.
Hi, Sullivan's friend.
Yes. Yes. I know. We just had dinner together.
Yeah, we did. I was there.
Yes. I wouldn't forget you.
Oh, that's nice. I noticed that you're shaking.
Oh, it's nothing. I just feel the chill.
Well, can I have a wee look at your hands? Can I do some sort of medical roll? Just to see
Yeah,
what's
make a
going on?
medicine roll.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
Okay. His pulse is elevated.
Wow, your pulse is elevated.
His skin feels hot.
Wow, you're very warm. And you're shaking.
Yes, yes, it's fine. It will pass. It will pass. It always passes. Thank you for your concern.
I think I know where it is.
It looks like he's got some kind of really, really strong fever.
Right.
I mean, someone that's shaking this much and is that hot is probably going to collapse any moment. He's probably on the verge of hallucinating, with such strong fever symptoms.
Yeah.
He should be in bed.
Were you poisoned?
No. Honestly, I just feel the chill. It will pass. It'll pass. Thank you so much for your concern. You're such a sweet, sweet young woman. And he starts walking back towards the house.
Oh.
Goodbye. Sully's on the threshold of the back door. He's just like, yeah, having fun?
He's very ill.
Oh, that's just Dad. But he just needs to cool down, I'm sure. So.
Your dad's always been that sick?
Yeah. It's been like a lifelong thing, like...
What is it?
Oh, it's, I think it's the country air.
So am I gonna feel that sick?
Well, we just won't stay here very long.
Oh, that's fine. All right, ready for the orcs.
You alright, Sullivan?
Yeah, no, of course I am.
You know you can tell us anything, right? I mean, I'm a Zacron, baby. How much worse can it get?
Yeah, we know some secrets about each other now.
Yes, it's not like your dad's going to turn into a zombie or anything.
Because, YOLO. You only live once.
Right, shall we go battle some orcs then, eh?
Hey, we're not going to battle them. We're
Is he gonna
talk
turn into a
nicely.
zombie?
He's not going to turn into a zombie.
Is he gonna turn into a dead person?
He's not going to turn into a dead person.
Nimrod.
Look, I'm sorry, guys. some things aren't mine to tell.
Okay.
You alright?
I'm sorry.
Alright?
Marissa comes with some blankets and says, girls, follow me. You can have the guest room.
Yes.
Sully, I'm assuming
Is my bed still there?
your bed's still there. Yeah, your bed's still there.
Great.
Can we see your room?
Yeah, I don't know what you expect me to see.
But it's got pictures of Carlene all over the place.
That she's
Paintings,
pretty.
rather. Sketches and paintings.
Yeah, I bet she's like pink or something. Probably.
So Sully's room, there's only his bed in it. You're on the. Sorry, she says. I'm sorry, we can't offer you more than just in front of the fireplace.
You alright?
Okay, so
He's warm.
some cushions, some blankets.
He's used to worse.
Sullivan. I called him Sullivan. Sully looks around. He's like, did you get rid of Donnie's bed?
Well, the farmhand has to have some place to sleep.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, fair enough.
Supreme.
Yeah. Friend of yours.
So the rest of the evening passes, right? The morning comes, and you're off, right?
Yes.
What's the plan? Tell me what the plan is.
Kick some orc booty.
Go straight up to the forest. Yeah, Sully's feeling pretty righteous, I think.
Sure.
You got your fake badge.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, he's gonna tell them to stop it.
Okay, so to find the trails into the forest that they might use would require a very simple survival check. So someone make a survival roll.
Yeah. I'm guessing I know these parts.
17.
Look, you're gonna succeed.
Oh, natural 20.
Oh, yeah. Yes, tracker.
All right, look.
16.
Okay, hey, as I said, it's pretty easy to find the pathway in.
See those trees over there?
Yes.
That's the forest.
Oh.
Hey, so
This is a dirt road.
Yeah.
just please explain what's your strategy. What you doing? What's the plan?
Strategy.
What's the plan?
No.
No violence.
We don't need to sneak. We're just gonna waltz on in and we're gonna tell them what they're doing wrong.
Yeah.
And that there will be consequences if they continue this action.
Yes, well, we can. We're in Sully's part, like Sully's town, so we can obey Sully's righteousness for a bit.
Oh, you mean we're getting to do things my way?
Yes,
They
but
don't-
just this time.
They don't necessarily know how many of us are coming, right?
Oh, you think that some of us should stay behind?
So maybe one of us can flank from a higher position just to keep the others safe.
Do you think two in is like less intimidating?
Yeah.
Could be it.
What do I know orcs?
Not really, no.
Okay.
I don't trust orcs.
Okay, well, if it makes you nervous, then you can hide wherever you like.
I'm not hiding, I'm keeping an eye on you.
Okay.
Who is the really good range spells? You have some good range spells, don't you?
Range spells.
Like far away spells?
120 feet, guilty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mean. All right.
Kinda, yeah.
Do you want to go in full throttle because you guys are the strongest?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I mean, I'll admit you're a much better talker than I am, so.
Yeah, charm.
Yeah, all right.
I'll flank with you.
Okay, great. So flanking requires sneaking.
Oh, flip.
I bet you. Sneaking same as stealth?
Don't forget your bardic inspirations.
Yeah.
You should be just spamming them.
Oh my gosh, you're absolutely right. Well,
Anyway,
9.
cool.
4 plus 4, 8.
Awesome. That's brilliant. I love it. I love it.
were our floor bit.
should I just do my bardic inspiration now?
Too late. But
Can I enhance my ability?
Can I use my inspiration?
too late. You need to tell me before you do it.
Gotcha.
Okay. Hey, so Sully, Ha-Kapella. You walk up, and there's a small clearing in front of you, where the trees have been cleared. That's what a clearing means. And you're probably expecting like some houses or some huts or something, but either they've been taken down or they're not there. And what is there is a
Damn cart.
cart. It's not the same cart. There is a cart.
The horse.
It's not the same.
Oh god.
And we've got
It's the twins.
and sitting around. It looks like the place has been
Whoa, hell.
has been dismantled, and like these guys are kind of packing up.
Oosh.
And we have
Man, figurine looks like such a warrior. Can
coming in from this side over this small hill, and you come into sight, and one of them, who's older than the others, says, "Hail!"
Oh,
Hey, y'all.
hi. Hey, we're coming in peace. How you guys going today? Huh?
Looks like you're packing up.
Insight rolls, please.
Oh god.
18.
13. 14.
18.
Okay. They kind of look at each. They look at each other and they look at him quizzically when you say you're packing up. A moment passes between them, and then the older one says, "We move where we want."
Yeah.
Right.
And apparently you take whatever you want as well, huh? Yeah. Hey, we don't want to alarm you guys, or we don't want to cause any trouble, but as town guards ourselves, show them your badge. We are the law. We are town guards here, and we just want to say that we've been hearing some complaints that you guys have been making some people very unhappy. And as I'm talking, I'm gonna charm person.
Okay, pause for a moment. So, Lona and Nimrod,
Yes.
where were you trying to come in from? From this side? Way over on the other side? Over here? Where do you want to come in?
I was just thinking around these trees.
Okay,
'cause it
great.
doesn't
You kind of
take
come
much
in.
Travel.
Yeah.
Or do you want to go around the other side? What are you thinking, bro?
No, I like that.
That one?
Okay, you come around that side.
Look after him.
I think I'm just going to push slightly, 'cause I think. And Lona,
What?
you feel someone. You feel the tip of a blade in your back.
Nimrod, please tell me that's one of your horns poking me in my back.
No. That's a man with a knife.
Before you do the charm person, the one who's the elder says, "You are town guards?"
That's right. Guards of Aratai. And Aratai extends as far as Muntia.
Are you from Aratai itself?
That's right.
You have come all the way from the city of Aratai.
Well, the
Technically, yes, we have.
reach of the law is as far as the Aratai border goes, and you are in breach of it. And we need you to stop.
Perception rolls. Now you've got your ring on. Remember
Yes, I
your
do.
ring
Oh, you get it fine.
gives
I get
advantage
advantage
on
on
perception
perception.
rolls.
Oh my god.
15 or 3.
Queen.
15. 16.
22.
Nice.
Okay. This one here is trying to surreptitiously bend over like he's picking up something. He's definitely fitting an arrow to a bow.
It's Sully.
Wait. This massive one here is loosening the big mace, unclasping it from his side. This one just kind of takes a small step back. this one moves towards these bushes. I'll just say one more thing for him and then you can say what you want to do. And he says, on whose orders are you here from Aratai?
Frankly, sir, it's none of your concern. It's not important here. Like I said, we want no trouble. We just want you to stop making people unhappy. We want to keep the peace here. And if you keep flaunting around, pretending to be tax collectors and taking people's hard-earned money, then we have a problem.
Okay, what's everyone doing? Thank you, that was very well put.
And I'm going to charm person him as I'm talking.
Okay, you can do a charm person once I've heard what everyone's
Yes.
going to do. Lona.
I'm gonna try and actually do the switcheroony on the guy behind me and try and electrify him with my.
Okay, great. Excellent, thank you. So you're going to be doing that.
Sully just stays there, just eye to eye with this guy that he's been talking to. He doesn't make any move to his weapons or anything. Like,
Yeah, Nimrod tries to kick the guy.
All right. Okay, you're all going to spur into action.
We're
Okay, excellent. So, charm person, go ahead.
Wisdom saving throw. please.
Wisdom saving throw. He succeeds!
oh, that's a
They
first.
give me-
Yay! I rolled a 17!
I think Ha-Kapella just knows that it didn't work and she winces and is like, this is not normal. I'm off my game today.
Oh,
Lona,
Lona.
what is your dexterity modifier?
Dexterity
Modifier is +2, right?
+2. Yep.
That's the same as his. So you're both going to simultaneously,
Yep.
he's going to stab you at the same time that you spin around. Okay, roll.
I'm gonna spin.
Oh my goodness, how come I'm getting bad
No,
rolls?
sorry, I hit one, but I don't know which one. 7.
Do you need to just re-roll?
Okay. Right.
Have you got advantage? Is that why you rolled 2 dice?
No.
What did you
Yeah, okay, he's got metal armor
I
on.
went to roll.
Ah.
Oh!
I thought you, yeah.
But he's got metal armor.
He does have metal armor on, so you do.
You do
Yeah,
get
yeah,
advantage.
yes.
Yes, you do get to roll 2.
Because you have metal armor.
Yeah, shocking graph.
Actually, sorry, he doesn't have metal armor on. He doesn't, so. Sorry, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to roll again. He doesn't have metal armor on. Sorry, just one.
Okay.
Got height armor.
Alright, I got. Give me a 1. I mean. Ah! I said 1.
Two. Okay, fine. Okay.
You wanted a 1?
You missed. Sully, you do nothing. Nimrod.
I tried to kick him at the same time that this all went down. What's going on? I rolled a 12.
Y'all.
That's good enough. Yep.
Okay.
You kick the orc. Roll damage. It's a. Odds are 1, evens are 2.
Evens.
2 plus your strength if you want. You can do
4.
4. Okay. Great.
I'm gonna roll again.
Okay. Okay.
Clean it up.
Well, they launch into action.
Go.
And
Bring it. Bring it.
Sorry, Sully.
the person there says something in Orcish
Nope.
that none of you understand. It's such a pity that you don't.
Oh,
And he
Orc.
Orchid.
awkward.
Okay, so what happens is this one rushes forward. 1, 2,
Big boy, big
3,
boy, big boy.
launches himself. Kabooma! He's gonna
I
just.
see you.
Okay, so. How come I get these bad rolls? 9.
9? No, that's a miss.
That's a miss. Lands next to you.
Yeah, he just catches him with his like breastplate. It goes bang and
Ooh.
like catches him.
Yeah, give him a chest pump.
Yeah, boom.
This one. 1, 2.
Where are you going, sir? Oh.
Getting further away. Ha-Kapella. Arrow comes shooting at you. Hits armor class 18.
Ooh.
You take 3 hit points of damage.
All right.
This one here goes for you as well, Ha-Kapella.
Oh, okay.
You were doing all the talking. Armor class 16.
No, that's a hit.
What's your armor class?
It was 13, but with the because I don't have any armor apart from that, so it was 13.
You're hit again. You need to get that some more armor.
Yeah, I just realized. How many did?
Another 4.
Another 4.
This one here will stab you, Lona.
Get dry.
16. Man.
Yeah, it hits.
3.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do that.
This one here is this woman. She kind of merges in with the shrubbery. She tries to and does a very poor job. And you see her go over here and take the reins of this horse.
Man.
Okay, you're on Ha-Kapella.
Well, I see this one, and I move up, and I try and use my battle axe and on the head.
Go for it.
No, I don't like not bok today.
Oh!
200, baby.
Yeah.
So roll it twice.
Love that.
Oh yeah.
You're doing it two-handed, so it's a 2d10 plus
2d10.
plus your strength
Plus my
modifier.
strength.
Little box. Oh.
4,
10?
10.
Yeah.
4 plus 10 is 14,
14, yeah.
plus 3,
17.
17.
Yeah, baby.
Max, baby.
Well, that is a big one. It's a pretty big one, but you have taken a massive chunk out of him.
Boom.
Nice.
Okay, Lona.
Love to see it.
Lona turns around and he just firebolts this guy
Okay, he's right in front of you.
as dragons come out of his. Yes, 14 plus 6. That is a dirty 20.
Yep, easy hit.
Boosh!
Yep. Roll damage.
Damage of 6.
You did 4 to it last time, right?
Yes.
Okay, good one. Sully.
Sully swivels around here, and then he pulls out his spear from behind his back, and the sun catches a brand new spearhead. Cuts down his back. I'm flanking, right?
Yeah.
Flanking.
Yeah. Which is the whole reason I moved there.
Ooh.
That's
disgusting.
8.
9.
Oh.
Oh, no, stop. Oh my gosh.
You still miss.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Nimrod.
I see this guy in front of me.
Sure.
Yeah.
This guy, can I see him?
Yeah, you sure can.
Guiding bolt.
Okay.
Nice.
Guiding bolt's a serious.
Oh. Do I add my
You-
5
yes.
to it?
Yeah.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
13.
13.
You hit.
Yes! 46. One more.
4d6.
Oh, yes. One of mine.
And that's first level. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Oh, baby. Oh, nice.
Okay.
So you
Bye.
Wow, that's changed their impression of you completely.
As it should.
So, the this archer changes his target to Nimrod.
Oh.
The person here points his thing at Nimrod and shouts something and charges towards you. Jumps down. Kaboom! Doo, doof, douche, douche. 1, 2, 3. So the arrow comes and then so here's the arrow. Natural 20.
Oh, it's gonna be double.
I like to put my put my shield down because I don't know what's going on.
Oh no! Get caught out of
8.
It hits me right in the chest boob.
Not your chest, boob.
I know.
Boobies.
Okay, he and this guy strikes you with his spear. He trips on his way up on some leaf
Like an
riddle.
idiot.
Like an idiot. Like an idiot. And this one here moves over towards you and strikes you as well.
Hit me.
Oh.
15.
No.
Sorry, 17.
Ah.
You can't just do that, but hey.
Oh, look. 8.
Oh!
What's 19 minus 8?
11.
Thank you. Oh, yep, it is too. Seemed like very easy, man.
This one doesn't like the look of you, Sully.
Oh no.
Turns to you, wheels around.
Double arms.
8.
Miss.
Ah.
I can't let that go unpunished. As he just does this really awful swing towards me, he's just left this entire side open, and so the spear just comes back and then tries to cut across his abdomen. With a natural 1.
Help!
Critical. Miss.
What? Really? No.
All right.
I just want to see. I think you're the only one that might be able to see this. Roll a perception roll for me, please.
14, 15, 16, 17.
Okay. There's something going on over here. This female orc is doing something, but you can't tell what.
Okay.
Okay, Raylene.
Ha-Kapella still, well, turned your back on me, so I go for a swipe at your kneecaps from the back. So
Okay.
hopefully she goes, whoa. Balls. And I hit you.
Go for it.
10 plus 3. 4. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Yeah?
You're flanking, so
Oh!
Yes.
I'm in advantage.
you can save your crit.
Talk 12. Alright, cool. And D10, baby. And as I'm rolling damage, I'm gonna use my 1. Just 1 damage. Plus. Do I do it plus?
Yep, you plus the strength.
Plus 3. So that's 4 actually.
That's the first damage that one's taken.
Nice.
No,
Is it?
no. You did a smash. You
I did
smashed
a smashing
it.
thing with it.
Yeah.
You just smashed
You
it.
credit it. 17.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Oh, nice. So she really went good. And with my bonus action, I am going to look at Sully and it's like, you're in your hometown. You got this. And
I do.
Bardic Inspiration. Oh, Bardic Inspiration.
Lona.
Lona, he reaches over and again, fire bolts come out of his arms and he fire bolts that guy in
Okay.
the back. Yep. With a 10 plus 6, 16.
Yes, that hits. I'm pretty sure he's going to be gone because you've already done a lot of damage to him. But yeah, you might hit roll a 1. Yep.
3.
That's what you needed. Well, you guys are destroying these fellas.
Doosh!
Yeah.
Out of the way.
Sully.
Yep. All right. He Sully just like good strike, and then looks over at this one here holding a bow, and he pulls out one of his javelins. Yeah, and he pulls it out. He pulls out one of his javelins. Boy.
Oh my god.
And you can tell that we're genuinely not fine.
And then way cooler than this, he goes,
Oh, right to the camera.
okay, cool, and he breaks the expensive camera.
Wow.
Cool. It is a 13.
Which is what you need.
I've just read this. So I just checked because the valour bards, you can add this to your damage.
Yes.
For real?
Yeah.
Yes. That's
So
what I just
that's
did.
what I'm gonna do.
Oh, you can choose to add it to your damage?
Yeah. So I'm going to. Yeah, that's right, buddy. That's what's going to happen. Ha-Kapella's like, yes, I am my hometown, and I'm going to protect it. That is
Wah, wah, wah.
7.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't wait, that's
Nimrod.
I turn around to the fallen guy, grab his ankle, inflict wounds.
Ooh.
You have an advantage.
Yeah, we like that. We like that.
18.
23.
Plus your 5. Yeah, well, yeah, that's a hit.
Boom, boom.
Obviously using it as the second level spell, so 4d10. Mother!
Yeah,
Oh, you're doing it as a second leveler, are you?
Yes.
She got
6, 7, 10.
17,
Right? 17. Plus 8.
23.
That's
That's
a
a
9.
9.
What's that?
9.
10,
10, 28.
28.
28!
Yeah.
28 damage.
Dag nabbit.
Skadoosh.
Okay,
Still there.
Yes.
okay. He stands up.
Come on now, boy. Oh, sorry, 1 second. Can I just quickly bonus action something?
Yes.
I just like, as I'm doing this, I have time to touch my hair clip and a healing word myself. 1d4.
Okay, go for it.
3.
I think you add your wisdom modifier on as well.
Oh, thank you. 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, nice. Thank goodness.
Great.
Okay. Gets cover. Shoots you, Sully. 9.
Miss. Please. Yeah.
Orc, please.
Orc, please.
Oh no.
What is that?
Suddenly, you had no idea where she was.
Oh.
You had no idea, Ha-Kapella.
Uh-oh.
She comes up, just spring, sneak attack.
Oh, my
You had
lordies.
no idea. 22.
Oh, lordies.
No, that's to hit you. That's to hit you.
Oh, okay, thank God.
Damage.
Oh my God. Panicked.
It doesn't mean she's not gonna roll 22 right now.
Don't say that.
She doesn't roll a 22. She only rolls a 13.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we hate
Wait, I gotta
that.
do some math. 3
And then she
plus 1.
runs back without allowing you an opportunity attack.
She runs back.
You don't get an opportunity attack.
She's sneaky.
Back into the shadows. This guy's it's like he's relishing at Nimrod. And he goes, like swings this massive
Oh my God.
pole arm at you. The first one. The first natural 20.
He's really.
Yeah, well, I love it.
The second one, a 2.
Okay, hit me with the first one. Oh.
I'm gonna use my uber powerful, been with me since I was a teenager, 10-sided dice.
Damn, you used to be that cold,
You ever
buddy.
played against Nimrod though, have you?
Trying to keep you.
Come soon.
You really trying to?
You take a total of 18.
Nimrod, she screams and then she chokes on her own saliva, and at the same time she feels the panic and she just crumbles down to the ground.
Oh.
She's out. She's dying.
Oh my gosh.
And he roars and he.
Oh. Is it
No, it's Ha-Kapella's turn.
Yeah. Oh gosh. I see that. I very much see it. And I run over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I try and do a hold person on you.
Okay.
And a bonus action being a healing word.
Okay.
Like, Nimrod, no, heal! Heal!
Okay, roll your healing word.
1d6, 1d6.
Okay, and you're
4. Yes. Plus my
Plus your
charisma.
casting. Yep.
Yes. 6.
you roll a D4, not a D6 for
snap.
healing word.
Boo.
You can still roll a 4.
1. So that's 3. 4.
That's great. That's more than -1.
You
you.
say
And I say cheese.
cheese,
Cheese, orc. Cheese.
and he go.
Yeah!
We like that.
Yes!
We like that.
Hey,
Lona.
Lona looks down. Wait, how far does Burning Hands
15
foot?
15 feet.
15 feet. Am I gonna hit my friend?
Are you gonna do it or you're not gonna do it? Make a decision. Are you gonna do it or you're not gonna do it?
You can move. You can move.
Oh yes, I'm gonna go 1, 2. Is that all right?
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna
And you do burning hands.
Burning Hands that way.
Okay, he has to make a dex save.
Yeah.
Fails. Maximum damage. Roll 3d6.
Ooh.
Come on, baby.
Oh,
that
baby.
is-
Oh, baby King, good. Whoa. So 12.
Put them here so they can see.
1.
That was nice.
Yeah.
There we go. Hi, Dad.
boy.
Yeah.
And yet he stands.
No.
The leather fur armor is burnt off, and you just see these pecks of steel,
Oh, damn. All right.
burnt and
Damn.
charred.
Let's go.
And he's standing still. He couldn't have made a dex save anyway because he couldn't move, and he's taking the full brunt.
From behind you, Ha-Kapella, you hear duck.
Oh,
Oh no. Do I? Is he held?
He's held. Yeah, you have advantage. You have advantage. Oh my! What's with these rolls?
Bad rolls. 10.
Not close.
Yeah.
Nimrod.
And with
it just goes near
she
Ha-Kapella.
gains consciousness suddenly, and then she sees his foot, and she goes for inflict wounds round 2.
Okay.
Just in the first level. Inflict wounds round 2.
Add advantage because you can't move.
An advantage, thank goodness. It's
Oh
less than a 4, it's a 2.
I'm sorry, you don't manage to. You're just weakened, and it
And
kind of evaporates.
Oh,
Oh no.
hungry, obviously.
Oh no.
Arrow.
Oh, sneaky.
Arrow for Sully. He's doing so badly.
Don't worry, we are kind of as well. Rolled a couple of stonkers.
Lona, out of the shadows from behind. She launches forward.
Look at that back. It was just asking for
It was asking. She hits armor class 14.
I'm 14.
So she hits you. And
No,
Oh no, you poor boy. Poor baby. How much?
Oh, was it an extra 20? Oh, no,
she gets sneak attack damage.
Oh,
So.
I'm out.
Well, if you've been hurt before, then I think you probably are going to be
Yeah.
16.
Still standing.
With one?
That's still standing.
And she just kind of goes over. She goes over here and evaporates behind this rock and just hidden from sight completely. This guy here, the one that has been held,
Needs to make a
has to make a save.
Cheese!
I rolled a 2.
Yes.
Nice.
Raylene.
Oh gosh, oh, I saw that nasty hit, Lona, no! And I say, Lona, heal! Heal. Heal.
Man, you're powering through those spells.
Heal.
Yeah.
4 plus 3, 7.
Nice.
All right,
Thank
and
you.
because you're held, that was my bonus action. I move a little bit closer, and well, bonk,
At advantage.
at advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, that's one.
That counts.
Woo! Did I get a double 20?
Get a double 20
Nah,
now.
that's 4, but 20!
What's a double 20? Is that legit thing?
In this case, I would probably call that instant kill in this case.
Yeah!
Deathblow.
Oh, God, imagine. All right, natural 20.
Roll
So that's
double
my
damage.
Oh, 10. 10, 10, 10. Why can't I
Then
see?
pick up
You
the
get
ball.
2 of them.
10 times 2.
Yeah, that's the one. That's what we want.
8 plus 9
Yum!
plus 3.
Yeah.
20.
Boy, you'll see a snake.
It goes ka-thunk into him, and he still stands.
Wow. I hit him and Ha-Kapella, oh, damn, you strong, boy.
We could kill this lady or something.
Lona.
Lona looks at this guy and then he turns around and he goes, nah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. You doing anything else? You doing any attacks or anything?
I'm thinking about actually, is this thing attached to this horse?
Yeah.
Lona wants to mount the horse.
Okay, you get on the horse.
Okay,
Okay, you're on the horse.
okay.
Okay.
Okay, excellent.
All right, sweet.
Good enough, close enough. Sully,
Stop that horse.
if you don't want it to be attached, it doesn't have to be attached. It's up to you. Whatever you think is more dramatically beautiful.
I want it attached.
Okay, great.
All right.
Add advantage.
Yeah.
New spear.
Come on.
What the heck?
11.
You just don't know how to use it yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why is it moving?
Yeah,
That
it's
is-
got like a mind of its own. It's like,
Oh no.
I think
Sully,
that,
watch out!
is that 5 the highest roll you've had so far?
Yeah, on that spear.
What's going on?
Nimrod.
God. Sorry, I'll get you.
I'm gonna move
Spear's
away
broken.
from this guy and I move over here and then do I see this lady?
Simple perception roll. Yes.
Yes.
She's crouched down behind the rock, waiting for her next moment to pounce.
Guiding bolt.
Bam. Yeah, come on.
Oh, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Ah.
Bit too tired.
Yeah.
Man, these guys are just.
Come on.
Okay, Archer sees you getting on the horse right in front of him, the archer orc,
Yep.
and jumps up here with a simple athletics roll. Yep, and shoots you with an arrow.
Of course he does.
He gets a 10.
Ah, it doesn't hit. Yeah.
Okay, the chief makes a save. Fails again.
Jeez.
That's 3. We're gonna see if you go.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, this one, seeing that she has been discovered, runs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and runs and jumps on the back of the cart.
Of course he does.
She does.
Oh, God.
Okay,
Oh, Lordy.
and that's them. Raylene.
I'm so. Oh, all right. After I hit him, I'm going. How are you still standing? And I go again for another one for his buttocks.
Punch him again.
Yeah, I'm gonna crush again. oh, I don't know if that
You
was
use the 12. That's fine.
12.
You
12.
hit. Yeah, you hit.
Yeah, 12 plus 0. I hit.
Sorry.
Pain. 6 plus 3. 9. 9. Is his butt still intact?
And finally,
Your butt going.
he
Oh.
falls.
Finally, yes.
Goodness.
Lona.
Lorna
She's
takes
jumped up right behind you.
Hold of the reins
Yeah.
and takes off on the horse, and hopefully the momentum will.
We'll pull her off.
Yeah, pull her
Okay.
Love it.
Very simple animal handling roll.
Okay,
on.
so
Come on, baby.
just.
Yep. That's as long as you didn't fail, it would have been fine.
Okay.
Because you're just trying to get it to go, right? You're not trying to get it to do anything particularly tricky.
So 7 plus
All
2
right.
is 9.
Let's see if she succeeds her dexterity save. I didn't get a very good roll, but they're very good at dexterity. Sorry, buddy, she's on. So where are you going?
I want to just come around that way and head towards.
He's going on a date with her.
I don't know if you're going to see this on the screen, but you can move yourself 8 squares.
Okay.
While he's doing that, Sully.
Great. He swears he can hear the cart behind him, and he turns around to see Lona driving the horse and cart.
Chaos.
Yeah.
Absolute chaos.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. If you think so, buddy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And meanwhile, he runs up and he kind of jumps in the air and goes ha!
Yes.
With his brand new spear, which he's starting to have doubts about. Yeah. Good. 23.
23 is a hit.
Nice. Well done.
Great. Okay, here we go. Shablam. Question. If
Yeah.
it's plus
Yes,
1 to
yeah.
attack, is it plus? Cool.
+1 to the damage
yeah,
as well.
Great. So then that all up is 9.
Nice.
And that is enough.
Yeah.
Been hurt before, and that is enough. It falls.
Been hurt before.
And then I look at this, pick up the spear. I'm just like, finally.
Yeah.
Nimrod.
Just run over just to get a better look at Lona. Full movement.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many?
You can move 12 if you're only moving. If you're only moving, if you don't want to do any actions,
9, 10, 11, 12. I'm just going to be here.
you're going to running.
Running just to make sure I can intercept just in case.
Okay. She's the only one left. She grabs something from inside the cart, does a little kind of back somersault off of it, and runs.
Oh.
Her somersault is graceful.
Oh.
She hits the ground and starts running away into the forest. Double movement.
Can I?
She's turned. Yeah. Do we all get a?
You would be able to get an opportunity attack if you were next to her, but none of you guys were next to her. And I don't think you'll be able to see on the screen audience, I'm afraid. Raylene, look, she's no longer on the map. She has run off the map.
Do a chase. Because I wanted to hold person her while she's running, but can I reach her?
What's the range of hold person? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
H, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Hold person is. Sorry, please hold. 60 feet.
Nah.
No. All right.
What about 120 feet?
Yes. That will work. So Lona, let's do you first. Lona?
So Lorna.
Wait. Actually, Ha-Kapella, yeah, you can, if you want to do something, you can. But she's off this map. She did a double movement.
Well, I'm gonna say. Well, I look at Nimrod and I say, "Hey, you're looking Your purple skins look pretty cool. Bardic inspiration. Well, that's my last one of the day.
Purple skin looks pretty cool.
Lona.
Luna
My last one.
realizes that there was someone that was on the thing and she's bolted off. I've got a magic missile that never misses that
That's
ranges
right.
to 120 feet.
You bet. You'll hit her.
I should have given it to you.
Okay.
Dang.
So she's running through the trees, right? Through in between these kind of rocky terrain and trees. You through all of them, they just weave between and impact in her back. 3d4 plus 3.
3d4s.
You need to get some more 4-sided dice,
you go.
don't you?
D.
Yeah, we need to get you more like D10.
3d4s and 7.
Oh.
10.
Nice, dude.
Plus 1 each.
1, 2, 13. Yo.
Okay, she takes it in the back and scream of pain comes out as these 3 bolts of force energy smash into her. Sully.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
So yep, he just run.
Okay.
Those spear.
All right.
Yeah, great. That is 24.
It catches her.
Great, cool. He rolls this and this because he's using disarming strike.
A this and a this. A 6 and an 8.
A 6 and an 8. He's using superiority dice because he is
Superior.
Because he doesn't think he's that, but he does. He's trying to disarm her. That is there's heaps of stuff added now. 12.
Wow. Okay, so you can choose. She had her sword in one hand, and she has some kind of leather thing in her other hand.
I want her to drop the leather thing.
The leather thing drops to the ground. Nimrod.
I'm gonna run over to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as far as I can. 6
Yeah, yeah.
spaces, and then I'm gonna sacred flame her.
Okay. And yep. Roll.
Let's go, team.
Oh, I roll.
You tell him.
Yeah.
How come I always forget that?
Make him roll.
What is it?
I rolled a 14, which I think is good enough for you to miss.
Do you have to my
He's
spell
roll
saving
over
slot?
that.
Oh yeah, you were well done.
Well done.
And
You
she,
got Bardic. Oh.
But isn't that doing it?
you could add that on to either you to hit or to your damage in that case.
Oh, I think it was only the damage. 6.
Oh no, I don't think it works in this. Because I roll, not you.
Yeah.
And I want her to get away.
But she did drop something.
But she dropped it.
She drops it. She pauses, looks back, kind of hisses, and then runs.
Okay.
It's Catwoman.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Sully figures he's like, there's probably some decent people's gold in there, and so he goes to retrieve it.
Okay, you go to retrieve it. Lona, you're on the horseback. I think you're the only one else that's doing anything interesting. What are you doing?
Luna's like, oh, and then like steers the horse around, come over and see everybody. Sorry guys. And then Luna. And then,
What's all this kerfuffle about?
does Luna know what's inside the thing? Because I think
Inside the cart.
Yeah.
Well, you can spend your turn looking through it if you want.
Yeah. Well, I was just want to say, like, I think this is all the people's gold.
What's this?
You don't need to roll. You just need to look. I'll just tell you what's in there. Okay. It looks like a whole bunch of orcish like tents and things have been dismantled and put in this cart. There are some boxes. It's going to take you more than just a look over the shoulder to figure out what's in it.
I'll figure it out.
So you're going to dive into that. Anyone else doing anything?
I would like to go back to this man and just like,
Frisk him.
yeah, see what his armor's made of. It's not gonna fit you, is it?
Nah, I don't think
Way too big. Okay.
I was about to look in the cart to see if there's any armor or anything.
Okay. Looking in the cart. Look at frisking the body.
Come join.
Retrieving that leather pouch.
Okay, leather pouch. Okay, great. Oh, let's deal with the cart first.
Yeah.
It looks like they're packing up to go someplace, and there's nothing particularly fascinating. I mean, there is a sack with money in it. That's probably the most interesting.
How much?
It's a decent.
Oh yeah, we'll give it back.
Yeah.
It's a decent amount. It's mostly silver and coppers, but it, when you add them up, if you round it up to gold pieces, it comes out to about 5 gold pieces. Not about 5 gold pieces, 6 silver pieces.
5 gold, 6 silver.
There's some other things like there's some arrows in there and that kind of stuff. If any of you are interested in arrows,
For my light crossbow.
crossbows take bolts. They don't take arrows. They don't take bows.
So no
arrows.
arrows.
Oh, sorry. To you, Nimrod. So he's got this big kind of polearm thing that he used to smush you.
What is that?
His armor isn't very nice.
I couldn't take the weapon, could I?
Yeah, you could. You're strong enough to use it. I don't think you've trained in martial.
I have. College of Valor. What
We're
is
gonna
it?
change weapons every episode.
Do you,
I wanted to check it out.
I'm pretty happy with my mace. I don't know if I'd be able to use it.
I don't think you'd be able to use it.
I take it and I bring it to Ha-Kapella.
Oh, what is it? Oh,
He also has a gourd, which has some kind of liquid inside it. It doesn't smell very nice.
Investigation roll?
Sure, why not?
Oh, well, that was a yummy looking 9. 10, 11.
It's some kind of herbal concoction.
man, I want to drink it.
You're gonna drink it?
We know you do.
Are you gonna drink it?
No.
Oh my God.
Does she? Oh.
Nah.
Careful.
Nah, I just keep smelling it and I bring it. I'm not gonna drink it.
You think you can smell like a little bit of chamomile in there, just a little bit of chamomile.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm putting it in my pocket.
All right, put gourd with chamomile herbal infusion.
It's gonna come in handy, I know.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, what's that?
Big old stick.
What is it?
It is. Well, let's see. On the player's handbook, what would it be classed as?
Yes, tell me.
The scepter of evil.
I can't wait for the journey where, like, right at the battle, and then someone's like, "Give me some chamomile." I'm so good.
The portal's closing quickly.
You'd probably call it a glaive.
A glaive.
Oh, you've got a glaive.
Do I want a glaive? Can I carry a glaive and a battle axe?
Look, you can carry it. You can't use them simultaneously.
I know.
A glaive is
Does they have reach?
big.
Yeah.
Yes, queen. I'll
It's
hold on to
huge.
it for now.
Okay.
And have a look.
Dude.
At
Heavy, reach, two-handed. 1d10.
The pouch. The leather pouch.
This is the important one, wasn't it?
Okay, the pouch has.
Just all of her photos.
The leather pouch has a piece of paper.
Oh. Do I want a glaive? I need
And
to
the
look up
piece
a
of
glaive.
paper.
Nice pen, babe.
This is a very nice pen. Thank you very much. Can someone open that map for me, please?
Yes.
Oh.
Aratai.
Is it upside down?
Yes.
Right.
Okay,
Comedy.
the map.
Comedy.
The map.
I know what this is.
Is it another map?
Look at all those places that need to be named. I think this is a time.
Okay, the map looks like. Oh, the map. The piece of paper looks like that.
What is it?
That's a good question, Lona.
May I?
So it would be that in the next place.
Only Sully has this.
Oh, sorry. I know all across, and I go, "What have we got there?"
Is that all there is in this pouch?
Go beautiful.
Levin.
Oh, hang on. Actually, I
You
still
still
have
have
that.
that.
I come back over. And I just, and we're just like, huh. Check this out.
What's
Well,
that
it's a
say,
lovely drawing, Sully.
Are you sure you wanted to show us that?
mate? Should I?
I suspect that's where they're heading next, eh?
Yes, I think so.
To a mountain.
No, I thought it was a mountain at first as well. No, with a snow-capped summit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's I think this is a map.
I think it kind of looks like a fox
Like
without
the
any
neat
ears.
trading spots?
Yeah, possibly.
Where are they now? Where are we?
Can I place this at all?
Oh, sure. You'd know Aratai geography well enough that if that is Aratai, then you guys. I'm going to do this here so people that looking on this
Oh, yeah,
screen
that's
might be able
fine.
to see.
Oh yeah, there's people watching.
So, your hometown is probably here with a forest over here.
Okay.
There are 3 cities to the south of Aratai, just like that.
Oh.
Does it look like that there was some sort of plan to advance towards Aratai?
Yeah, does it look like they're going north? Well, is this an arrow pointing northwards?
Yes, it is.
Well, not like we can go all the way back to Aratai. I reckon we need to send a letter. Who do we send a letter to?
One last thing, sorry, and then Lona, there's no city at this point here that you're aware of.
So it's just a nondescript point in the map.
Yeah, there's some kind of
Feature.
there.
Okay.
But there is no city at that would correspond to that.
Okay.
What would a bunch of orcs in the middle of the forest planning?
To be honest, it's more organization than I would have expected of them.
Which is sus.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's a plan. How
Wow.
far away back is that?
That's quite
That's
far.
another 5-day trip, isn't it? Or days trip.
Well, we just came from up there too. That's the complete opposite direction of where we're supposed to be going.
And we do need to get a hold of the Sword of Aratai, more than anything.
Honestly, I didn't take them more than just highwaymen.
We also just killed them all.
Most
So
of
when-
them.
Most of them.
That woman.
We don't know where the other one's gone to.
Oh, right.
Well, I say we did a pretty good job today, team.
I think we go back to your house and give your parents the money.
Yeah.
Hey, Sully, I'm sorry. I tried to talk, but
I know. Yeah, I saw
came
it.
out of hand.
No, but
Hey, you did well though. That spear was doing some weird things.
yeah, I still really. He looks at his back and looks at the spearhead poking over it, and he's like, "Yeah, I still haven't worked this guy out."
Yeah, anyway, I've got a new horse for your mum and your dad, and also a cart.
Great.
Oh,
I might buy that off you. I mean, looking, what's the breeding of the horse look like? I think.
This is a very hardy horse. It's been, it's quite shaggy. It's been out in the elements. It's a workhorse. It's a sturdy, not fast, but sturdy, strong horse.
We would definitely have a home on the farm.
aw.
Shall we head back
Let's
to?
get back.
Yeah.
Okay. Star Wars scene change. And back at the farm. Okay.
Like heaving this glaive, and my pedalecs being like,
I just-
which one do I want?
I just love this super short dwarf.
Yeah.
It's a mood.
The glaive
Big
would.
bird.
Glaives are like
Huge.
they're massive.
I need to find a picture.
That's like
There probably even is one in here.
They are a
Yeah.
tall weapon.
Oh man, I can't wait to see.
Okay, you're back at the farm.
Alright. We're here.
So, is there anything in particular that you want to do? I don't feel we need to protract the scene unless there's something specific that you're wanting to do.
Well, I come back puffed and I'm like, well, you know what, guys? I think I did a dumb and walked into that knowing that we were probably gonna battle something, but didn't wear any armor. I thought this God of War amulet would do something good, but I think I need to go buy some armor. Do you have an armory place here?
Then I'm just trying to think. The nearest
blacksmith?
town might have something. I don't think we've got anything in the house.
Yeah. Well, I'll like eventually take a trip.
Okay.
To the-
As you go through the town, you're looking for a blacksmith that,
Yes.
that specializes in armor.
Yes, and I'm going to
Lona.
buy one.
Raylene,
Yeah.
pick over there.
Oh my God, that's huge.
our sound guy is showing everyone
picture of
but
a
you guys what a glaive is.
It's you.
You've got the internet.
You've got the
Oh,
internet.
I don't.
That's
I don't
right.
even have my phone in.
So,
We've got imagination.
but basically, it's
That's
like
cute.
it's double your. It's more than double your size.
Can you imagine? I'm really considering it. I'm really considering.
Look what I done.
Because then I can do like the little round, like
It has
360.
reach, so you can
Yeah.
if someone's anyway. Let's move on fast.
Yes, I'll consider.
Lona.
Lona, Lona goes talks to Mercer, goes over and said, "Hey, got a bit of a treat for you waiting outside. A little fella that might need a home and some orc gear that you might want. Got orc tents, some orc boxes, and a cart."
I don't need the orc tents, a cart. Your father's name's Vika.
Micah.
Marissa.
And Marissa, yeah. We could definitely use the horse, but is this going to lead to repercussions? Are they going to retaliation?
You're not going to be seeing them for a while.
Most of them are dead.
Yeah. And can Lona also just and also 5 gold, 6 silver.
Oh.
This might come in handy.
Look, I realise it's probably not all of yours, but
We can distribute it.
I thought so.
So how long are you in town for?
Leaving soon.
How's your sick husband?
He's not shaking. You notice that he's not shaking it now.
Oh, awesome.
Yes.
Does he need some chamomile
I
tea?
was just gonna say that. Some tea?
I don't feel like a cup of tea right now, but
Fair call.
all right. So, what's the plan?
I wanted to see him drink a chamomile tea.
Dangerous.
I can't tell if it's a really good tea or a naughty tea.
A naughty tea.
A naughty.
mean, it's
Naughty.
Thank you. Thank you.
It took us a while.
Yeah, I was like, is
Naughty.
nobody gonna address this?
Naughty.
You gonna drink it, or are you gonna leave it for a rainy day? I don't mind. It's up to you.
I don't want orcs. Dad, an orc's been slobbering on it. You don't want that.
I'll wait till I get detect poison. I need a long rest though. I'll put it away.
Okay. Hey, so Marissa says, it's just one thing I'm curious about. A mother is always.
I know exactly what you're going to ask, Mum, and I will walk out the door if you ask me.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Okay.
What?
On earth.
She's just being nosy.
Sullivan.
She's being nosy.
Is
Okay.
it about Carlene?
It's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. I know exactly. I can see the look in your eyes.
Why is your face turning slightly red?
It's not red.
It is.
You look like
Carlene
red,
red?
like Nimrod when she's angry.
It is. Vika says it's stay as long as you want. I've got some chores to do.
Well,
So yeah.
We just need to rest, and we do need to be off.
thank you so much for your hospitality.
Yes.
We might, yes, rest and
Rest and
see you.
gap it.
Yeah, maybe we'll see you on the way back to Aratai.
Maybe.
And maybe we can meet this Carlene girl.
Yeah.
She been around recently? Have you congratulated her?
Oh, we were at the wedding. It was quite a do.
I bet.
Who should get married to?
Yeah, actually, yeah. Who did she get married to?
He got married to Bob.
Who's Bob?
Bob.
Robert.
Yes, Robert. Yes.
Ah.
Who's he to you?
Oh, all
Your
right.
best
He's
friend?
definitely not a Sullivan.
Look, put it this way. I wouldn't marry him.
Good.
No.
Okay. Rested.
Nice.
I
Do anything before you're leaving?
Just a quick question to my dad, just because I know he's like reasonably well read. I'm just
Okay.
like,
Sure.
does this look? Can you read this?
Oh, yeah.
That's old writing, that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's old writing.
Like ancient? Or
Yeah, that's pre, kind of. Yeah, that's old writing. Yeah, I don't know. I can't read it myself. Where do you say you're heading? You're heading to Muntia, right? Mm-hmm. Their library.
yeah.
Their library is one that I would have wanted to go to my whole life.
Oh, really?
Yep, they have got a library.
I
We
would
hear
like to
that.
go there
Yeah.
and you look up some markings, particularly goat-like markings.
Yes.
Oh, that would be great.
And since we had a long rest, I've actually been reading about poisons.
Do you have any poison books on you, do you? I don't think so. No. Good try.
I'm just kidding, that's what I want to do at the library.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Before we head off, maybe did I find an armor or a blacksmith kind of person?
As you go through the town, when you leave the farm, we'll deal with that.
Oh, okay.
So we're happy. We're leaving the farm behind.
Thanks, Marissa.
Back on your big sloppy kisses on the cheeks. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Big hugs for the rest of you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. She gives each of you a packet of some food
Oh, a mum package!
Yay.
and
What's this? Cheese.
That's right. Made on the farm.
Wow.
leaving the farm behind. She waves. The farmhand, whose name I can't remember,
Supreme.
Cyprian.
Brain.
She's off doing her thing, so you can't say goodbye to her.
Oh.
And you enter back into the town. You're looking for a blacksmith.
Yes, please. Is there any?
There are lots of blacksmiths in this
Any
town.
that are selling perhaps a chain shirt?
Take the expert with you.
To see.
Sorry guys, I'm using one of these jewels.
Oh, fickle.
50,
All right.
50 GP. I can't afford the 500 one.
I mean, to be honest, armor's not often. People don't just. It's more made to match.
Please, I need some AC.
There is a suit of chainmail. It will need to be modified for you, but it's not too small.
I'll take it.
Do I think I can work on it?
You could easily whip it into shape in evenings.
Hey, how much is it?
The price is
Chain shirt is 50 gold piece.
50.
50.
50.
That's a jewel.
Julep, baby.
I'll
Well,
do
let's-
the appraising, you do the bartering.
All right, let's do some bargaining then.
Charm that person.
Oh! Can I charm person?
You're gonna use magic to do this?
Hey. Yes. What do you expect?
To answer your question, yes.
You're rogues. Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. I am so pleased that he got a 17. He says, the price has just gone up. You've tried to rip me off, Matt, by using some kind of enchantment.
I don't know what you're on about. Lona, did you do something? Oh, you sorcerers. Sorry, man. It was
70.
70?
What?
Charm person again.
It's at disadvantage because he's already.
What am I doing?
Wow, we do it.
Well, what price did you want to have it?
Well, because we're visitors here, we're tourists, and hey, your neck is looking really nice, and I like the.
You have a nice
you
neck.
have a nice neck, and you've got like a nice. You're looking pretty strong. I touched the arm, like, oh,
Blacksmith.
oh wow.
Big bicep.
Well, I was wondering if you could go for like 20, 25, 30.
Oh, you're charming. Man.
30 gold pieces, of course.
30, yeah?
course.
Of course, because you worked so hard, so I want to give you 30.
You now have a chain shirt.
I turn around and I'm like,
Looks good.
AC going up.
And going queen.
That
Yeah.
means we've got 3 jewels left now.
Yes, we
Yeah.
do.
And do we get 20 gold and change?
Sure.
So now I got 51 gold pieces.
Yeah.
Hey, so the journey south to Muntia, right?
Yes.
Okay. the journey south to Muntia, these roads are safe roads. The first day passes without event. In the evening, you can work on the chain shirt. Others can do whatever you want. You don't have any books on poisons.
It's fun.
The second day, again, without incident, you pass through another town and technically enter the Empire of Muntia.
That's that Muntia area you see.
How big is the city of Muntia?
So wait. Okay, so Muntia is the empire.
We're in the borders of Muntia, but not the city, I'm guessing.
So there are, if we look on this map, actually it's your map. I know that. Have a look. You'll see that there are 2 fortresses. Yeah.
Yep. Muntiala
Muntiala is the one that you're aiming for,
and Libaha.
and Lebahar is not the one you're aiming for. Before you get to Muntiala, remember I said that one of the things that the Muntia Empire has as an advantage is this plateau, that the land rises up and there's a cooler, flat area above. So that to get to Muntiala, thank you. You actually have to rise up quite. It's a back and forth up this plateau. The fort itself is an imposing structure of sandstone, which isn't very durable, but the walls are thick.
Two C's.
No, with a Q-U-E.
Approaching as you come to the gates, which are open, you've reached about 4 p.m. You've reached the fortress, which is also a city. Similar to Aratai, how outside of the fortress the city spills out. Similarly, the fortress is the main thing, but there is also habitation, there's places around it. The architecture in Muntia is clearly different. It's like the buildings have more angled walls. They're thicker. The windows are more narrow. It is a tall fortress. So, but the gate is open for you to enter the city.
We did it. We made it.
Oh, I didn't even think we'd ever get here.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, no, I'm glad we're alive. That's what I'm trying to say.
I
Yeah,
see.
it's been a rough couple of days.
Yeah.
We walk in,
Yeah.
Smell the air.
so we're looking for the sword.
Where do we even look for the sword?
Where all good places are.
Oh, you went for
Well,
library.
we
I
do
went
need to go to
cemetery.
cemetery.
Yes. The Royal Cemetery.
The Royal
right?
Cemetery.
Yes. South Royal.
Let's go there. What? To the Royal Cemetery?
Right?
Yeah. Let's go
Yes.
there first.
Or
Right,
the
hold on.
library? No, the
Yeah.
Royal Cemetery.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on a strict job.
Hold on. And visualize this. We walk up to the Royal Cemetery and
Yeah, ransack a grave.
no.
That's not a good sign.
Can we find someone that may know their way around the cemetery?
Or research where they buried it in the
A
library.
bit of reading, a bit of information.
All right, fine, Nimrod. We can go to the library.
It's just so dumb, man, because I'm so dumb, as we said. It's like, why do I want to go to the library?
Well, we might find some information there. I'm not good with reading.
Oh, dear.
Libraries intimidate me.
I think it's a good place to start. Be forearmed with knowledge.
Yes.
Do you mind if I just go get a drink?
Of course.
I mean, we'll probably be a lot faster. Yeah, you get a drink.
Oh,
You go get a drink.
You know, I think I'll go get a drink as well.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
Yeah.
Bonding time.
Yeah, you guys can go and do the nerdy stuff.
Okay.
We're gonna go have
I'm
fun.
not really good with reading. I'm
Yeah, neither.
really
I-
great with drinking.
Like, what's this letter? A? I don't know.
Is it an upside down T?
Oh, no, how to read his money.
All right, let's deal with you guys first. There are a variety of inns.
Yeah.
You'll need to have some place to stay. You'll need to have some place to put your horses, right?
That's
Yeah,
true.
you
We're
do
gonna
something.
go.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Hit me with the price bracket. Are we going like budget, like the caravanserai? That's budget.
No.
Are we going middle of the road, or are we going luxury?
No, we gotta go middle of the road. We can't go luxury because then they're gonna profile us immediately, and they're gonna like, who are these sussy?
Yeah, who's this
sussy
little guy
four?
walking
These
in?
Sussy buckas.
You're right. We'll go for the middle. For
Middle of the road.
middle road.
All right, you find yourself a nice middle of the road inn,
Yeah.
and get your horses looked after. Have you got their horses as well?
Yeah,
we
they don't
do.
need it.
Just tie them up, or we can hand them over.
They
to
have someone who looks after their stable for them.
Nice, nice.
Yeah,
And so, yep, and
yeah, and we walk.
okay, so you guys, meanwhile,
Yeah. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very nice.
okay, it doesn't take very much asking to find this library. It is imposing. It is beautiful building. Inside and out, it is a beautiful building with just row upon row of bookcase and piles of scrolls that are organized by subject. As you enter, a man whose wiry build and graying short crop hair comes up to you and says, "Welcome to the Library of Muntia. How can I help you?"
Hello,
Hi.
Oh, welcome.
Nimrod.
Yes, Sully.
I'd like to get 3 books out. One on goat markings, poisons,
Poisons.
and the northern, where are we?
We're in the south, Muntia.
The southern cemetery, and the Sword of Aratai. 4 books.
Possibly, something on the royal family. Yeah.
One. Okay. We do not allow the books or scrolls to leave the building.
That's okay, I'm a fast reader.
You may read in here.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Please come.
Yeah.
Allow me to help you.
Wow.
Which subject are you most interested in first?
Let's just get this chamomile tea out of the way, eh? Poisons.
Poisons. Okay, he points you to a section on poisons. We will be finishing for our evening meal shortly.
Oh,
Yeah, maybe we should
I'll
do that.
put that back. The sword?
Yeah.
The royal family?
The swords,
family? The
yeah.
sword or the cemetery?
Yeah.
Oh my
It
goodness.
probably isn't like a book on the cemetery, right?
Do you know where the Sword of Aratai is?
The Sword of Aratai.
You look like a smart man.
There is an interesting section on the Sword of Aratai. The ro-
It's rumored to be buried in the southern cemetery.
That is not what I heard.
What did you hear?
Let me show you to the books which have the lore on this subject.
Okay.
We have a repository of lore on this subject.
Good. That sounds yummy.
Sounds exactly what we need.
Yes!
Bang on. Give this man a
Such
raise.
a good date. I mean, mission. Nah? Such a good mission.
Definitely.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Okay. So,
You're so in your element here.
the 4 heroes of the Sword of Aratai.
Oh my gosh, it's like Harry Potter. Go.
Ratai himself.
Of course.
Ratai, his betrothed, his traitor best friend, and the other one.
Whose names were
Oh, the elven.
the names of Ratai,
Aratai.
who would become the king, would become Aratai in time. His betrothed, Belin.
Berlin, pretty.
There was the betrayer, whose name have been struck from history.
They who shall not be named.
And the elven Sedella Charn.
Ooh,
Sedella
I always thought you were going to say Olivia.
She's an important part of the Sword's history.
In the days before the betrayer's betrayal,
Yes.
a pact was formed between these 4 heroes of Aratai. And placing their hands upon the hilt of the sword, he who was later to become the betrayer cast a powerful enchantment at the bidding of Ratai, that only the 4 of them or their offspring would be able to hold the blade and endure it without pain.
4 offspring.
As we know, Ratai and Belin were married.
Oh, yes. Retirement.
And as we know, the betrayer, whose name has been struck from history, was slain
Oh, yeah, right.
before he bore children. Sedella Charn, injured in battle,
Yes.
she was not able to bear children. Thus it is that only the heirs of Ratai and Belin are able to wield the Sword of Aratai.
Queen. Now,
That's one book.
awesome. That was fun.
Wow.
That was some good reading.
Yeah.
I feel smart.
Yeah. Gosh. Wow. This is incredible. Yeah.
Oh, yum.
Yeah. Ratai, Belaine. That's so cool.
It's not. So we know that the queen is the only one that can wield the sword, which technically means she can't.
I suppose her son.
The queen's son. Oh, the prince. But where is it?
Yeah. That's some. Yeah. This is some good context
Yes.
and background information.
Yes.
Now
We need to know where
we
it
need
is.
to know where it is.
So we're gonna read the next book.
On the Royal Cemetery, is that what you're looking for?
Yeah.
He says to you, here are 2 tomes on the Royal Cemetery, and the Ha-Kapella? No, what's the
Lineage?
Lineage. Thank you. They are one leads up to the time before 300 years ago, and the other is the more recent one.
Right.
So, what happened? He says, what happened is that the Royal Cemetery was of course within the keep inside the fortress. You know, the fortress itself has the keep, and inside that was the cemetery. But that has only been for the last 300 years. Before that, sorry,
No, take your time.
that has only been for the last 100 years. Sorry, let me get my get my spelling correctly. Before that, the Royal Cemetery was in the mountains.
Oh my goodness.
But when the sword of which you spoke was taken there by Sedella Charn and the dwarven child and placed in the mountain cemetery where all their ancestors had been buried, she cast some kind of enchantment on the land, and it has become wild and dangerous ever since. And so, more recently, the last 2, the generations have made a new cemetery here within the walled fortress.
So we're assuming that it's in the new cemetery?
The sword.
Yeah. Or the old cemetery still, with the wild.
It would be just our luck.
I feel like it's in the old cemetery. This is good. This is good. Old cemetery. Prince.
Yes. Can we kind of construct a timeline here? sword last had hands on it, he said.
300 years ago.
Yeah, he said that a young dwarven woman and somebody else,
Sedella Charn?
Sedella Charn, put this in
The mountains.
the mountains. He said that,
Yes,
which must mean that is where it is now,
yes. Because then they moved the cemetery
but not
to
the sword.
here, but possibly not the sword.
Yeah, they just updated where they were burying people. They didn't move everything over, right?
No, I don't think so. Well, we got only one way to find out.
Yeah.
Is there a map of the mountains? Fantastic.
Yeah, it's upside down.
Sick.
That's upside down. I'm guessing you knew that.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry, that was probably patronising.
No,
they
I'm
talking
really
about
glad you
that?
told me because I didn't know.
The pathway to reach the old royal cemetery is known.
Okay.
There is a clear road that goes to the southeast from Muntiala straight to the mountains. And let's call it a session there.
We're drinking. We're like,
Okay, cutscene. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
And that's what I told him, all right?
Yeah,
I
that's
told him
right,
straight
that's
to his face, hey, your neck looks fire right
oh man, you took it.
now.
Hey, you know what? I wonder what the other two are up to.
Probably up to boring nerd stuff. Not making progress in the story. Meanwhile, we are.
Bartender. Another one of these, please. Yeah.
Can we get some bug legs on that? Thank you.
By the way, do you guys know anything about a sword?
Yeah.
Anybody?
Sword, sensitive date.
You know anything about swords from Aratai? Where are your guys to talk to?
Perception rolls.
Oh!
Come on.
Come on.
You know what? I'll get.
Wait. How long have you guys been drinking? Disadvantage.
Oh, it's our first jug.
No,
We have
disadvantage.
advantage. Rayleigh.
So you have advantage, now disadvantage, which means you're at normal.
Oh, okay.
And also, I haven't used my
Inspiration.
inspiration. Oh,
Okay, so you're at normal as well.
okay. Inspiration. Come on now. Come on for me. 15 plus 6, 21. No, sorry.
That's your spell, not your perception.
Can I inspiration on that too? No.
Once
I
you-
already rolled.
Can I?
What'd you get?
15.
15? Okay.
What'd you get?
Can I use my persuasion if I'm?
No, you can't use your
No,
persuasion.
Okay.
Perception.
How much have you been drinking, man?
A lot. Nah, 6 to 17.
17, great. Hey,
Hey, Sword of Aratai.
hey.
Use any modifier?
There's. Okay, it's like a scene from Lord of the Rings.
Oh.
There's a guy in a booth
Alright.
in the darkness.
Oh.
And when you say Sword of Aratai, his head moves towards you and he leans forward. And then goes back to his drink. And there we will call it.
Who's that man?
Hey, great.
My new drinking buddy.
Nice work, everyone.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks everyone for joining us. If you're new to our channel and to our show, welcome. Thanks for joining us. If you're watching us on YouTube, please hit us with a subscribe and a like, of course. And if you're with us on Twitch, hit that follow, of course. Thank you so much to all of our subscribers. Thanks so much to all of our Patreons.
Patron.
Actually, do you know what? Those, the city that we went through, Islamon,
Yes.
and the lake were actually detailed by our Patreons.
Yeah. Wow.
So
Thank you guys.
We didn't actually even go through, we only scratched the surface of what's involved in that city, in that lake.
Any other world building costs?
Nice.
Yeah, so yeah, hey,
Come on, get
cool.
amongst it.
Hey, good one. Is there anything else we need to say?
Oh, I think so.
If you have any friends, if you have pals, if you've never discovered the world of D&D, then we're telling you it's a whole lot of fun and you should get amongst that. Buy yourself some dices. I found mine for like $8 at the local wizard store, and boom. You've got the tools that you need to play, baby.
Yeah. Chickens.
That's where all wizards go to get these dice.
Chickens, man. Chickens in dice. I saw like cheese dice the other day.
All right. While these guys banter away, see you guys later. Catch you next time.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Oh my gosh. That cutscene. See?